Oh, do I mirror it on here now?
Yes. She said you click at the bottom. I think she said more.
Yo.
And then
mirror your video.
Yep. And that'll flip it.
I think it did mirror. Yeah, it was mirrored.
It was mirrored?
Yeah.
It hasn't been mirrored because I didn't think it was. I don't know. It don't matter. What's that say? Oh, I'm going to be pissed if we're not locked out of TikTok.
Your log contains themes that may find uncomfortable and have been restricted reasons, commercial disclosure, and paid marketing.
Huh?
Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes.
They said that last night. It's been longer.
Maybe promoting a brand, product, or service.
That's weird. Hold on, boys and girls on the Book of Faces. We're trying to figure out TikTok.
We're live on a few, 3 platforms right now.
Does it show us live on TikTok?
Sure. Can you guys hear me on here? We're trying to make sure we're live on there. TikTok said we had a couple of restrictions.
Check your phone.
The heck, I don't know why.
I don't either.
Promoting anything.
I don't know. That's weird. That's what I hate about that thing. I don't want to say I don't want to say I don't want to say
we're not having. There's nothing like.
That's what I hate about that.
Random.
Everything is like you got to watch what you say on the talk, and it's just I hate it. I hate it, but that's where everyone's at. Yo, what up? Hold on there, boys and girls. We got somebody on here watching on the Book of Faces. We're trying to figure out the old talk right now.
You said you guys coming in clear on TikTok.
All right, cool.
There you go.
Gave us some restrictions. It said something.
Yeah, said something about promoting. We are not promoting anything except Neil Crabtree.
That's it.
That's it.
7 days a week.
In the Lakers.
That's it. Neil Crabtree and the Lakers of Los Angeles.
Hey, we got Lakers.
That's the point, yeah.
Right?
Los Angeles Lakers. I hate them. I got Luca up there. I got Luca up there.
And Steph.
I got Herbie and TJ up there.
Steph.
Yeah,
Steph was up there.
next week I'm gonna have my Herbie and my TJ right here because next week's Steelers Chargers. Are we good?
Feel the Neil. I like that.
That's a shirt.
I like that.
That's a shirt.
And I think it's been eggplant. An eggplant beside it. An eggplant wearing a Washington Commanders
Feel
hat.
the Neil. I love that.
I should make a donation to the building here. I have a
No cursing, no showing.
Dirty Dom figure out there.
We ain't.
There's no nipples out yet.
I do not have a nipple out yet.
I mean, I'm half choked, but you can't.
You know, last night though, when I was live test, it was funny because like we had the camera blocked.
We're live.
All right, cool. I had the camera blocked when I was messing around with the live last night. I was making my Shannon Sharp noises. Oh, mama shit. I was like a grizzly bear on there. Go get that flum out.
We are live on the.
We're live. We're live on the Book of Faces. The what?
I'm about to knock my pop over.
Oh, we're live on the YT.
The
and we're
YT.
live all the way over there on TikTok.
Long shot.
Yo, what up? And
What up?
we are joined by Neil Crabtree.
Yay.
Neil.
Yeah.
Neil.
Neil today. Yo.
Neil.
Long time. We've been back for a little while. Where you been hiding at? Skull.
Adrian, every week you gotta get in the skull.
I still like Feel the Neil.
Yeah, I do too.
I think eggplant emoji wearing a Washington Commanders hat.
I mean, we could probably make that.
I like it.
But Feel the Neil needs to be a shirt. That needs to be mass produced immediately. We'll probably sell out. Congrove will buy one.
Yeah, he definitely will.
Congrove will buy one. Congrove will buy one.
I think Duke Rouse will buy one.
Duke Rouse will definitely buy one.
I guarantee it.
Duke Rouse.
For him and his boys.
Him and Young Halls.
Feel the Neil, brother.
Feel the Neil, brother.
Feel the Neil, brother.
I love it. All right, let's get into some games. Let's get right in there.
Isn't he a Pats fan?
He's a Pats and Washington fan.
He is.
Slash.
Yeah. Pats is my favorite team. I just root for the Commanders because of feel bads.
I think you'll have a bad day today. We'll get into that in a little bit, though. I think Neil.
he'll have a bad year.
I think Neil. Well, he might have a bad year. But anyway, Feel the Neil.
Only one, Skull says. Only
All right.
one.
So let's start in Thursday night's
It's
game.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock.
Let's roll with it, baby.
We should have waited.
We're diving right in. I like it. Do it.
Diving right in Thursday night. Dolphins, Bills. Of course, we were both on the Dolphins, and it was
didn't age well, did it?
It was a massacre, man. Like before
and the Bills usually have their number.
The Bills
But man,
are
I
losing
feel
a
like
defensive
on roster,
player
I feel like on roster, it's Miami's game.
Yeah, and Buffalo just they dominated. They dominated.
Even before it went all sideways, like even Poyer was looking terrible. It's like he was getting cooked.
Like the Bernard went out for the Bills, and your boy from Clemson came in.
Yeah,
what was his name? Rector.
He was getting. The whole team was getting cooked.
Clemson boys play with rectums. Them boys are ass grabbers. I remember in the Buckeye game, they grab. They thumbed a couple in that game. I promise.
But Buffalo dominated before the big thing in this game. Like Tua was awful, threw a couple picks, and then it happened. Tua running for the first down, didn't slide. And is everybody in the world, like, I don't know if you guys were watching it, but I was, and like when he runs, you're actually worried.
You are.
And he got hit and immediately went down, and you see the hands made weird motions, and you're like, and I'm like, oh no. And he was out, and obviously he got another concussion. Now, this one wasn't as bad. He was able to walk off the field and everything. But the question has came up everywhere. They said after the 2022 season, when he had the real bad one against the Bengals, that after that season, he had contemplated, he talked retirement over with his family, ultimately, obviously, decided to come back, led the NFL in passing yards last year, played every game. Healthy. And then this happens. Will Tua hang it up?
Man, that's tough. I mean, his mind and his family and everyone's probably saying, "Hey, we probably should take a step back again and reevaluate."
Oh, well, they got to talk about it.
And I'm sure it's obviously been a topic on the table. But I mean, his heart's going to be telling him to play football. And I know he's got a family and everything, but it's tough.
What
there it is. It's tough. And I think. I mean, obviously, if that was my kid, you know what I mean, as you're looking as a player different, but if that's my kid or my dad or a family member, you know what I mean, you want them to say, hey, it's time to go in the booth or something. You know what I mean? This is different. You know what I mean? And we've had this topic talked about with some TikTok, some posts we put up and some videos we put up and stuff. And it's been a topic for a couple of days because it did happen a few days ago. And this is just something that with him, whenever it happens, I mean, it's like he goes kind of into like a seizure. You know what I mean? And it's a blow that he takes that, I mean, running backs take, I mean, quarterbacks take, and MMA fighters, box. I mean, people are taking harder hits, I feel like, than his. And some of his is like a whiplash effect. You know what I mean? Some of his is a sling down in his neck. So I don't know. I mean, if it's a family member, if it's someone that's close and dear to me, I'm begging the dude to kind of walk away from it.
Will he retire? That's Willie.
Well,
there was two different questions. Should he retire? Will he retire?
I think Will is just too early. I think Will too early is to say. I mean, my gut tells me no.
The Hamlin hit, though, he literally just got breathed on pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
his brain's mush. Like a guardian
bad.
cap's not going to help him.
No.
Well, I don't know much about the helmets, but on Ryan Clark on one of the ESPN shows the other day, he said there's already two or three different helmets that are supposedly better than the Guardian caps.
Yes.
And Tua has a different looking helmet, so I'm thinking he might already be in one of those, but I'm not sure.
Most protective.
So, Neil, what do you think? Should he? Will he?
I also think he's done. That's my gut feeling. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong, but I mean, Steve Young made a career after NFL after his concussion-ridden days. So,
Tua is a young elite athlete that will try to come back. He's set up for life. That's the thing. He's already made over like $100 million.
Yeah.
So I mean, money wise, he's fantastic.
If he's burnt through that already, I don't feel bad for him. That's how I look at it.
And our buddy Carr, he said the other day.
Thanks for commenting on here. Back up, man. Appreciate
What
you.
is the difference in boxers getting concussed and MMA fighters getting all these concussions, and nobody ever says, "Hey, it's time for you to retire"? Tua's had like three. Diagnosed concussions. Now he's had probably more because the one game everybody in the world knew he got a concussion and they said he didn't and he was cleared to play and came back in. But I don't think he's going to be done. I think he's going to come back. What's that?
That's just a poll. It should be okay.
Got you.
And also, most normal fighters don't make millions of dollars either.
The thing is with the fighters too, though. Football players play every week, like during the season.
Yes.
Fighters, I mean, how many fights do you have a year?
Weeks, months, they go months.
Months between fights.
Sometimes years.
So that's another thing that I heard a lot of experts saying
What
that
up,
in the previous
Thanks, Prowse.
Tua has been rushed back too fast from concussions or maybe played too early, while fighters is they months in between fights. And obviously as a football player, you can't have that. You're out there every week.
But I mean, still sparring and practicing and stuff as a boxer. You're still. It is.
I mean, it is, but it's not. I mean, it's not
because
same.
in like practices and stuff. I mean, they protect their quarterback. Them guys ain't getting hit much. Besides, probably in games. There's some practices I'm sure is a little tougher, and some of them defensive linemen and them get their hands on their own quarterback. But I feel like I just feel like there's just something different with him. I just feel like there's something going on with him compared to just other bodies. I just feel like his hits ain't as significant as others, and he's going. I don't know. I think it's time to walk away.
I think the biggest thing with Tua, he's going to say, I played all last year and I was good, and now I got this, and I'm going to be fine, and he's going to play. Which I'm not saying I agree with that. To me, like
Smash
I said,
that follow, answer some of these famous questions.
When all the players on the other team, like Deion Dawkins, I believe it was the offensive lineman for the Bills after the game, he said, we're on the sideline and we're all screaming, get down, get down, get down. Like even the opposing team is concerned about you taking off. So it's like,
everybody was taking a knee before the play even ended.
Yeah, exactly. Like immediately when he went down, some of the players on the field were already hitting their knee. It's like, my goodness, this dude's brain is just not, like I said, it wasn't even a big hit, man. It wasn't even a big hit, and he was out. So I think he should retire because he's only 26 years old. He's married. He's got 2 kids. They said that he came back. The biggest thing was in 2022 when he contemplated retirement, said he wanted to play football so his kid could see what he did. And I get that, but you've got plenty of money now. You would probably at least like to be around for your kid. And another, like, listen, we already seen DeMar. I mean, he was dead on the football field. I mean, we don't want to see another one. And I mean, he gets another hit, it could be big. Jason Frederick says the Bears with the upset today, 24-21 over the Texans. It could happen. I'm going to go out before we even get into the games. I'm going to go with a bold prediction today. You ready for my hot bold prediction? Caleb Williams has over 100 passing yards. Ooh. Never done it in his NFL career.
Ooh, I like it.
He could have said 70 yards.
Never done it in his NFL career. Caleb Williams goes over 100 today.
Don't jinx him.
Bear down, Frederick.
Skull, that's a good question. To tie in with the Tua, he said NFL should make him retire.
This is my thing with that. If Tua is medically cleared by doctors, how you make him retire?
But the NFL's got hands in them doctors.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. So if he's not medically cleared, then you can retire. But if he's medically cleared, then you can't make him retire.
No, I agree. But
I've seen a lot of people say that, though.
I think if it's at that point, the NFL's not going to make him medically cleared.
I don't know. We'll see. I think he's going to play. I don't think he's going to play for a while. I think the easiest thing for Miami, and I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. Why has he already not been put on IR? That's minimum. He's out for 4 weeks.
Back next week, boys.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering.
Send him out.
Is Tua going to be on the field next week? Is Tua going to be on the field next week? I mean, I hope not. Give the boys some rest. All right. But anyway, Bills, don't let the Tua injury take away from the Bills' performance, because the Bills were rolling in that game before that injury. The defense with a bunch of people that no one's ever heard of. Von Miller had a wicked move the other night.
Earning his keep
he
for
looks
change.
good. The Bills look nice. They really do. And Josh Allen he might be the toughest player in football. Like, he didn't even have to do anything. James Cook James Cook ate 3 touchdowns the other night. Bills look really good, and I think we both had the Bills 3rd place in the East.
We did.
I thought you were asleep.
No, I was just.
I looked over in his eyes because I thought he was taking a nap. I'm like, what is going on?
And the moment of silence for Tua.
Reading it. Yeah,
Moment of silence.
We probably should. Really. We probably should.
Yeah, I thought he was asleep.
I'm reading.
I thought he was asleep.
He said, "Den Love Williams, God, LOL. If a health risk looks bad, if it's a health risk, it looks bad on the NFL.
Love Caleb.
But if they, like Den was saying, if they medically cleared him, then I think that it'd be hard to say no, you can't play.
Yeah, like I said, if he's medically cleared."
Yeah. But at the NFL too, it is scary. I mean, he might be cleared. He's been cleared several times, but he's still having these issues on the field.
And one thing drives me nuts is people saying Tua ain't good. Oh, about time. Tua is terrible. Dude led the league in yards last year.
Let me tell you something, though. Somebody that should be in trouble is his last coaches for the last 10 years that's never taught this guy how to slide.
Well, Nick Saban said
what the hell's going on?
Nick Saban said this. He said that he's tough, man. He doesn't want to slide. He's tough. He wants to get the extra yards. Tough. But he is. I mean, he's a football player, man. He don't want to slide. He should. Every quarterback, every player and coach in the NFL should go to their quarterback today or the other day after this happened and said, hey, listen, you're a football player. We know you're tough. You are our key. You are the key to this franchise. Slide. Just get down.
It's next play.
Nobody cares if you're tough.
It's next play mentality. I mean,
just slide. Just get down.
I mean, you get 4 plays.
Rhea Roman, the U is back. They are. I wanted King.
The U.
They're playing well. They're playing well. I had them number 3 in my top 10 last week, and I think they might be climbing. I think they rolled. I ain't going to talk. We ain't going to get into much about college because honestly, there was not any good college games yesterday. But
bunch of blowouts.
There was a bunch of blowouts. Georgia almost went down to Kentucky, 13-12.
He was napping by then.
I was sound asleep at the end. It was in the 4th quarter when I went to sleep, but it was sound asleep. But I'm going to tell you,
Oregon is back. Finally.
I want to tell you my 2 things about college, and then we'll get into pros. 2 things about college. Tennessee was up 60. Now the competition, they didn't play nobody. Tennessee was up 65-0 at halftime. They only scored, I think, 3 more points and something like that in the rest of the game. But Nico Iamaleava, this kid is like, we haven't even got to see him play. Like, he looks really good, but we haven't even got to see him play. So I'm excited. Next week, Tennessee plays Oklahoma. I'm excited for that one.
Zodiac says Den mad because FSU lost bad.
I am not mad.
He gave up after the first week.
I gave up FSU after the second week.
Oh man,
second week.
Dark days, man. Dark days.
Somebody actually asked what's up with the Knowles. I'm gonna be honest. I checked the score yesterday. I was work. And I like people saying Norvell's on the hot seat.
Hey guys, thanks for the likes. We appreciate you, man.
His buyout's like 60+ million. He ain't going anywhere.
He's not on the hot seat, guys. Norvell ain't going nowhere. But my biggest problem with this is Neil knows all about DJU. He's
awful.
He's a Clemson fan. I don't understand like what the deal is. Like this dude has been just dog water for 3 games.
Is it time to go to somebody else?
It was time to go to somebody else at halftime of Boston College. I don't understand. Like this dude has shown nothing in 3 weeks, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh,
like, does he have nudes of Norvell's wife or something?
Even the Clemson days weren't great for him.
I mean, this guy was supposed to be the next Trevor Lawrence when he got to Clemson, and he's been awful everywhere, and he's shown nothing. So I don't even. There's no reason to even talk about FSU. Irrelevant. But my other thing, has there ever been a team dominant as we got right now in Texas that we might have a
Neil episode, baby?
We might have
Travis Carr love for you.
We might have a quarterback controversy.
We might.
I mean, being real though, I don't.
We don't.
That's the same. But being real, I don't want Arch to play anymore.
I know.
Then him get drafted like first overall just based off of that one game.
It's crazy. But
because he could go.
Quinn went down. Can he go?
Yes, he's eligible. Year? He's been out of high school for 3 years.
Oh well, so Arch could go. My God,
he can go. He can, after last night's game, he can literally go pick up number 1 overall off those stats.
We haven't seen Arch. I don't want to say number 1.
Oh, top 5.
He's top 5
off those 12 attempts.
Let me tell you, last night.
If you're the Giants, why not?
If you missed it last night, Quinn Ewers went down in the, I believe, second quarter.
Hey, not too many people missed it. It's like
injury.
11,000 views on that thing.
Arch came in 9 for 12, 223 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and he had a 67-yard touchdown run.
Where'd he get those Manning legs?
Dude.
Milkman. He's Milkman.
I told our buddy Derek, he said something about Arch last night.
Arch needs to start, honestly. Arch is a better prospect than Caleb Williams.
I don't know about that. But Arch looked really, really good. And
he looked like he could see the field.
Before the season started, there was a lot of people, Texas fans, that wanted Arch over Quinn. I mean, has there ever been a team that have 2 top 10 quarterbacks in the same draft?
That'd be crazy.
I would just like the story if I said this is all he had all year.
Yeah,
that's first round worthy right there.
Yeah,
top 10 worthy.
And if you're Arch, what do you think?
It was against the school of the blind.
Exactly.
Yes, but
exactly.
still.
Little Sisters of the Poor University.
But you know he's going to get a few chances within the next few games. You know what I mean? He's going to get chances at the end, and he's still going to look good. You know what I mean? And he's going to have a little bit of tape that they're going to say this guy can see the field, he can move,
and he's
athletic,
a Manning. I mean, his last name's Manning,
and he's a Manning.
Tell me the last time a Manning was a quarterback was bad in the NFL.
Yeah, but after on the way home last night, myself and Barker was looking at the stats. I'm like, what the hell happened here?
Liam said, "Wait, is Arch eligible for this year's draft?"
That's what I questioned. I thought that he was only two, but I thought he was only been there for 2 years. But maybe I'm wrong. That's what I said, Liam. I didn't think he was eligible for another year, but I might be wrong. Arch Manning is eligible for the 2025 draft. College football players have 3 years removed from high school. See, I didn't think that he was out for 3 years, but it says that Arch Manning has been out of high school for 3 years.
He is eligible for the 2025 draft.
Yeah, man, I looked it up just to be sure.
Holy moly. That's breaking news. Real and Raw Sports is going to break the news.
Arch
Manning is entering
New York Giant, boys.
New York Giants.
Listen, if you told me Carson Beck is arguably going to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
God, he's ugly.
And he's up and down, and he's ugly.
He is
ugly. You don't want to have an ugly man as your franchise quarterback.
You don't want an ugly quarterback.
You want to have marketing. You can't put Carson Beck on commercials.
He can't be on a Nike or
he's ugly.
A Jordan's commercial. There's no way.
Rio Roman says he needs 2 underdog picks today.
Arch is going to New York.
We'll get there.
You gotta watch the show, baby.
He's gonna be a Giant. Follow the eye. Follow the uncle.
That's crazy.
He could be a Saint too, boys.
Oh, he could be a Saint.
Oh, I don't know. They dropped.
Follow Grandpa.
They dropped 47, 57 last
once again
week.
on cardboard cutouts too.
They're giving up 57.
They're giving up 57. Who's they play today? Dallas. Ooh, we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, let's get into some NFL action.
Carson Beck going to do a lot of radio. Raiders for Tilly. Manning better not go.
Listen.
Fucking boycott.
Georgia quarterbacks that everyone really like in the NFL, they don't really. I'm with them. I mean, Stetson any day. That car lot's about to open in Athens.
Outside of Stafford, Wilson.
Big Stetson. Yeah, other than Stafford.
Stafford's
big Stetson slinging them used Buicks down in Athens. Go see him.
Brand new pre-owned Buick.
Coming soon, boys and girls. Coming soon.
If he gets Minshew on the train, they'd be slinging out some vehicles.
Oh, man. Minshew and Stetson Bennett. Minshew would be a heck of a car salesman.
He would be.
We got a lot of friends at Hernstein Automotive in Chillicothe.
He'd walk up to
they
you,
could probably teach Gardner Minshew. Yeah, he got the jorts on,
flannel.
the stash, the headband.
Big old cigar.
He'd become promos in the WWE.
Who would? I think Minshew would be a good wrestler.
Yeah, he would be.
He'd be good. Into the NFL. You guys got anything else about college you want to talk about? You ready to get in the break?
Nah, nothing really happened other than a bunch of blowouts. So.
Yeah, a bunch of blowouts.
Colorado.
There is a couple games.
Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter played well. 2 touchdowns, interception.
I really had nothing for Deion Sanders, so
he's done.
But Travis Hunter,
yeah,
top 5 pick in the NFL.
Travis Hunter, top 5 pick in the NFL. There ain't no doubt about it. But he's not the best wide receiver.
I'd buy a Geo Metro from Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman is a beautiful man. Beautiful man. I ain't afraid to say that. Sam Hartman, beautiful.
He should be up.
Absolutely. And Baltimore and all my buddies. Muncie.
I just hope Seattle gets Dart, Ward, or Arch at this point. Dart, Ward, or Arch at this point.
Gino's playing for an extension, boys.
Yeah, Gino. Hold on. Pump them brakes on Gino. Actually, I am totally agree with that. I am ready to see the Seattle Seahawks offense with an
Bearded Chicken wants to know, did you guys get my DM last night? I didn't see it.
Oh, I did not see it.
I did not see it.
I didn't see it. I apologize. I didn't log on to the Real and Raw Facebook page today, though, so I apologize. I did not see it. All right, let's get into some NFL action.
Let's dive right in.
Diving in. Starting off with King Tilly. Our buddy King Tilly's Las Vegas Raiders
Here we go,
headed
Raiders.
to
Here we
Baltimore.
go.
Baltimore Ravens heartbreaker last week against Kansas City, lost by a toe. Ravens favored by 8.5.
Here you go, Rio. This one's for you.
Ooh, you starting the day off? Congrove with the kneel.
I was kidding.
My boy.
Congrove, we're going to produce shirts. Are you want one? Feel the kneel.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it.
Are you really going to upset?
No.
I thought you really going to upset. Does anybody? What do you guys think? Does
Even the spread's kind of like it's tough too.
I think
Ravens
Ravens bounce back. I think Raiders defense ain't no slouch. You
They're
know what I mean?
not.
They're not no slouch.
That's it.
they're
But
not?
that's it.
That's all they have.
That's it.
Shane Congrove's already ordered a shirt. Feel the
I would
kneel.
rock it.
He will buy it.
But I think Lamar comes to play. I think some of their weapons come to shine. I feel like Baltimore wins this one by 10.
Oh, by 10? What you got, Neil? What do you think?
I do believe Ravens will win this game, but like I said, 8.5 is scary on the betting end of
Yeah,
things.
I don't
What up,
That's
what up?
tough.
That 8.5's tough.
Yes, they're at home, but
That 8.5's tough.
that defensive line of the Raiders is pretty damn solid.
Brian
Yeah.
says Ravens win by 6.
Sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot better than 10.
And everybody else, we're all on Baltimore.
On Baltimore.
King Henry, big day today. And Mark Andrews bounces back, has a nice
What
game today.
big day today? What 12 carries, 68 yards and a
I
touchdown.
think King Henry tops the 100 mark today and a touchdown.
Well,
On that-
Chiefs made Andrews a tackle last week.
Yeah, I know.
That one guy was terrible.
Likely played so well last week,
Yeah.
but I couldn't believe that Mark Andrews didn't do anything last week. Nothing, just totally out. of it.
Texas Rattlesnake says he's got Baltimore by 3.
So everyone, is there anybody picking the Raiders
Nobody
today
is
other than Matt
King
King
T.
Tilly?
Is he even
still
picking
sleeping.
them?
He
He's
probably
sleeping.
won't pick him. He's
He's
asleep
sleeping.
right
He's
now.
about 3 inches deep right now.
Yeah, he's.
Bearded Chicken, thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're all on Baltimore today. I don't know if you're a betting man. I don't know if I like that spread, but
It's tough. That's
it's
a lot of
tough.
points.
I think it's going to be like Rave. You know what? I am going to take the spread. I'm going to take Baltimore to cover. I'm going to say Baltimore's going to win by 13. 13 points.
I like it.
I like it. Gardner Minshew throws a couple picks today. Zamir White lays one on the ground.
Hamilton.
Fumbles.
Time for Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton.
Have a
Love
knee.
Kyle Hamilton.
I like. He's all over the place.
Yeah, he's
all
very,
over
very
the
good.
place.
Kyle
And you know their
Hamilton's so
defense
good.
getting rid of Queen. Their defense, their linebacker and stuff still.
Trenton Simpson.
They're still no joke.
Clemson Tiger.
Yeah.
They're still no joke.
Trenton Simpson is good. But that's one thing I did notice last week. He was all over the place. He looked really good, and they drafted him. I think he was a third round.
It's
pick.
mid round, yes. Early mid
Yeah,
round.
I think it was a third round pick. So Trenton Simpson was drafted to be the starter, and then Patrick Queen, obviously, and then they traded for Roquan Smith like last year or the year before.
I like it.
But yeah, Trenton Simpson's good. I think Baltimore gets the win today. Easy.
Guys, you knew you on this TikTok over here. Smash that share for us. Smash these follows and tap those likes. Let's get some people in here.
Game number 2.
Third round pick. I love Trenton Simpson.
This is an interesting game. Cleveland Browns getting dominated last week by the Dallas Cowboys. Deshaun Watson, Neil Crabtree's main man, Deshaun, Clemson Tiger, dog water.
More allegations.
Against Neil Crabtree's main man, Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah.
stud. What's the name of their stadium, the Jags? They got something going on today because it's the first home game, and they're naming the stadium today. Trevor, I don't remember what.
Either way.
Oh, I seen it. I seen that. Yeah, I did see that.
But anyway, and they're also AEW wrestling.
Liam's got the Jags winning.
Live at the stadium
Halftime,
from like
isn't it?
11
Oh, I thought
to
it was
like
halftime.
12.
I like it.
I think it's before the game.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Pretty sure it's before the game because obviously the Cons own AEW wrestling, and I would have been a little bit more excited if they would have had a better match. But still, live
Tony
AEW
Khan,
wrestling.
Everbank, Trevor
Yeah,
Bank
it's Everbank Stadium, and
It's
today
Trevor
it's
Bank.
Trevor Bank Stadium. Yeah,
for a guy that's done nothing.
hey,
I
pump
like
the
him.
brakes.
I like Trevor.
He's solid.
I've been waiting.
He's not been what we all thought he was going to be, but he's still
Well,
solid.
like I said, I don't want to make excuses for the guy. He said he was dealt a bad hand and injuries last year. but
Yeah.
It's
Well,
to
like
me,
I-
it's,
I like it, Liam. I
it's
like
the battle of the disappointments right now. So
It really is. To me, like I said,
But
to
does-
me,
does-
CJ
does-
Stroud
does-
CJ Stroud last year is what we all thought Trevor was going to be. Just come in and light the world
Yeah.
on fire.
Does today change? Brown's got a good defense.
This is tough. This is
They got pieced up last week.
They did.
The Jags are favored by 3 points at Trevor Bank Stadium today. Live wrestling, AEW.
He's like Vince Young. Is what Texas said.
I think Jags take this one.
I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
The question is, how many points can Jags put up? Can Jags put up enough where Cleveland can't?
David Njoku out today. That's big for Cleveland.
That's big.
And Jedrick Wills, offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Jedrick Wills out for Cleveland today. I don't know about Jacksonville. I think they're pretty much healthy.
They're pretty well off right now. And like I said, I think the spread's final now. I would take Jags.
Taking the Jags. Neil's taking the Jags. So you got
You taking the Jags straight up or because of spread?
Oh, we don't have. You don't have to take with the spread.
No, I'm saying, but I would, as far as spread wise, I would take the Jags. Given the 3.
I think the Jags defense can handle the Browns O line. Browns will win by 7. Texas says.
We got some.
Where they get 7 points from?
That's what worries me.
Defense, maybe.
Yeah,
Do they? When are they going to put Jameis in?
they're not.
He should have been in there yesterday.
If Deshaun plays bad today,
Rip back cord.
do they move to Jameis?
Something happens.
Do
I
they
think
move
something
to-
happens.
Do they
today.
move to J Boo?
If they get embarrassed now, if it's a close game and Watson shows up, I think if Watson gets embarrassed today,
if he plays as bad as he did last week.
But Jags ain't no slouch. I mean,
No.
we've all said Jags. We've said
If it's 10-0 at halftime,
someone's
Crabman's coming in.
Someone's gonna go in the locker room and piss off.
I mean, the Jags, the whole game led the Dolphins last week, and then
I put
lost
a parlay
World Cup
on
field
some
goal.
games, and this is one game I didn't want to touch.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's a toughie, but
This is one I didn't want to touch.
Yeah, I also stayed away from this.
But
game,
I think
betting-wise.
Brown's defense is better. I think Watson is going to put up a little bit. They're going to run the football, and I'm going to go roll with Cleveland.
You're gonna roll with
I'm gonna
Cleveland.
roll
So
with
Neil's
Cleveland
on
this
the
one.
Jags. You're on the Browns. I'm going with Neil. Just because there's wrestling at the stadium today.
like it.
AEW live wrestling before the game. The crowd's going to be pumped because they're going to see
Colin,
Sammy.
thanks for the likes,
they're
man.
gonna
Appreciate
see
you
Sammy
guys.
Guevara out there wrestling with hologram.
They're gonna be
They're going to do some
Starship.
wild stuff. They're going to be. Trevor Lawrence might be out there watching
so.
wrestling
I
before.
hope so.
they should have had a Heyman
He's
Page
gonna
there.
be Hangman Page should have been there. He could
Orange
have took out
Cassidy.
Deshaun Watson.
I hope Trevor Lawrence does a
love
backflip off top rope for him.
I love
Plays
it.
today.
I like it. I'm with. I think it's going to be a close game, tiny game. Stay away from this if you're a bettor. Like you said, you didn't. You stayed away.
Yeah.
Stay
I stayed
away.
away. I stayed
But
away from this
I'm
game.
going with Jacksonville today.
I like it.
I'm going with Jacksonville. Cleveland let me down big. Like I thought
know.
Cleveland was going to dominate last week, Dallas, and
didn't.
it was totally the other way.
Yep.
Cleveland did nothing.
They looked really, really bad
They
on all
looked
fronts.
awful last week, and it surprised me a little bit. So yeah, I'm on T Law and the Jags. You got an anytime touchdown for this one? If you had to bet someone, if you had to throw one out, we should do that for every game. We should throw out an anytime touchdown. My first one was Derrick Henry today, touchdown.
I think likely in the first game.
You got you did take likely.
Yeah.
I like it. You got an anytime touchdown today?
On any game,
No, Browns Jags.
Browns,
We'll
Jags.
do-
Take
we'll do one
ETN.
for every-
ETN.
Yeah.
You got
ETN.
ETN?
ETN.
I'm going with Gabe Davis.
Oh, Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis, Mr. Touchdown. Gabe Davis.
like
Anytime touchdown today.
I like it.
All right, moving on. So me and Neil's on the Jags, Jeffrey's on the Cleveland Browns. Jets Titans.
Oh, Brian Thomas Jr. Someone said. I like that.
Brian Thomas Jr. scored last week. He looked good.
like it.
Brian Thomas Jr. looks nice.
Dog.
He looks nice. Jets and Titans. Is there a must win in week 2 of the NFL season? Is that possible?
No, I
It's
don't
not?
think so. I don't think so. And I think Cincinnati's proved that.
I'm gonna tell you what. If the Jets lose this game, I think heads could roll.
Then lose on
Robert-
Thursday night too.
Robert Saleh. There's a lot of experts already saying Saleh needs to go.
But I don't think it's happening. I don't think that.
It might not happen yet.
Did we watch the Titans game last week? They was awful.
Who? Titans defense played well. That Titans D played well.
The quarterback play was terrible.
You got Legarius
That quarterback
Sneed
play is
and
bad.
Shoot, I can't think of the other corner from for the Titans. Came from Cincinnati.
That defense ain't gonna put up 18 points.
They got. I'm worried about. Like, I'm not saying the Jets. I haven't picked yet, but I'm saying if
You picked Titans.
the 49ers ran right through them with Jordan Mason. The Titans ran the ball all right last week. Tony Pollard
with alleged good defense and a good defensive line too.
Exactly. The Jets defense, they were a little shaky last week. That's all I'm saying. And Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson put up Aaron Rodgers numbers last year.
Week one, man.
I'm with you. I'm not saying
Pump the brakes.
I'm just saying
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
I'm saying if I haven't made my pick yet, if the Jets go out and flop again today, there's going to be some upset people.
Out of this whole NFL slate, could you find a game that's like worse than this one? Mm-hmm. I also don't think so. I can get like
Giants, Washington. Say less.
No, this is terrible. I don't think anybody in Tennessee gives a shit, and the New Jersey Jets don't care either. It's like god awful.
I'm telling you, I think this game's gonna be a little closer.
But
Jets are favored by 4 points.
Why do you say that for though? I mean, are you?
I don't know. It's to me, it's not going to be exciting at all.
So you saying the Jets are gonna roll?
I don't think so.
He don't. So you just have no interest. You're just bored with this game.
You just hate Aaron Rodgers.
You just hate Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers.
I respect his game. But I hate
either way.
Aaron Rodgers too. Separate the yard from the yard, this type of thing.
I hate Aaron Rodgers as well. But
You're not excited to see what Will Levis has in the tank?
Big dog Levis.
He's not.
He gonna be good.
He's struggling.
He had like
He's up and down, man.
Yeah, that's not.
Last week was down.
If it was like
This week's gonna be up.
If it was like 5 years ago, he would have like the best wide receivers ever.
I know. D-Hop's on a walker right now, man. D-Hop's on a walker.
He plays once every
D-Hop's on a walker. Ridley's worried about FanDuel.
I think so, Texas. Texas says he thinks Rodgers will have a good day.
I mean, imagine that against fucking cardboard cutouts here.
Hey,
I mean,
L'Jarius Sneed is a dog. L'Jarius Sneed is one of the top corners in football.
Liam says he's got Breece Hall scoring in this game.
Probably does.
I also did bet Breece Hall anytime touchdown today. I'm with you on that. The Jets are favored by 4. I'm not saying that the Titans are going. I am picking the Jets to win.
I put this one in my parlay. I got the Jets.
I'm sorry.
I also have the Jets.
Why wouldn't you have the Jets? You know what I mean?
I have the Jets. I'm just saying. After last week's performance,
he talked these Titans up like they're bricked up right now.
I picked the Titans to finish last. I picked the Titans to finish last.
This game has me angry, honestly.
Neil's mad over this game. He's a done.
I'm just sick of the Jets hype for one. Like they haven't done shit yet.
It's like we all hyped up the Jets last year, and obviously Rodgers got hurt. But the Jets were in every freaking game, and they played so well last year. That defense. With Rodgers coming back as a shell of himself, I thought the Jets were going to be really, really good, and we're only 1 week in. But the Jets defense is what bothered me last week, is they got gashed by Jordan Mason.
Beard Chicken wants to know how long before Mike Williams makes an impact.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know, but I think Rodgers only completed balls last week to like 3 people.
I'm more concerned. Like I said, I'm more concerned about their defense. To your point, it's like. The Brock Purdy went from being a B to an A quarterback last week, then they were literally getting gashed constantly.
A lot of people's got Brock Purdy in top 10.
I'm just saying, if the Jets lose today, Robert Saleh's seat is getting hotter.
Well,
it's already hot. And what are they going to do? What are they going to do with Hassan Reddick?
I don't trade him.
Eat money to be stupid. You know what I mean? Pay the dude. I don't get it. They're gonna get cooked again today, and they're like, "Yeah, we're cool guys. We don't need you.
Yeah, we don't
fucking
need
pay him." You know what I mean?
Pay him or trade him.
Pay him or trade him. I don't get it. I mean, he's. I understand you want to be the flex your muscle and say, "Well, that's fine. You just sit at home." Yeah, but we need you, and if we're not going to have you, we might as well get something. But Hassan Reddick's a damn good pass rusher.
He is absolutely.
So,
but if you're a Jets player, how do you feel about a guy that ain't here?
And they gave up, and the guy that gave up was a stud.
The difference, though, is the guy's never been there, so it's not like they even know the guy.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's one of your buddies hanging out, like Jamar Chase situation. Like these guys are that you've been around them for years.
Liam said if he misses the whole game, he's getting pretty much fined $22 million. If the whole year.
Yeah, I know.
The whole year.
Yeah,
he's like lost like $800K. But I'm saying the guy
$800,000 a week.
$22 million if he misses the whole year.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But the thing is, the guy he replaced was a stud. And basically they gave up that to get him in, and now he's not even there.
How do you trade for somebody? How do you trade for somebody and then they just did they really not even talk to him before they traded for him? Said, hey, We think we might trade for you.
Yeah.
But they said he
You
came
have-
in to the assumption that he was going to get a trade sign, and it didn't happen.
You have an opportunity to go be a part of this really, really good defense, and now you're just going to no-show. You're just going to sit at home instead of. I mean, I honestly think that if Rodgers turns around this, I thought the Jets could be Super Bowl contenders after Week 1, which, like I said, Week 1,
It showed me enough. I'm
pump
good.
the brakes.
But think, with Tua going down, the division gets easier.
It does. I pick the Jets to win the division.
Jets get
I pick
division gets easier.
Oh yeah, if Tua misses the whole season, Miami's done. Skylar Thompson is not an answer.
Might as well throw me in there.
Yeah, you might as well throw the luxurious Neil Crabtree.
I'll throw
in
drop
there,
passes off
quarterback.
to T Hill.
All you gotta do is
Run.
Here the chicken said Justin Jefferson, no disrespects, but I'm not Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. There were some shots fired all over the league about different places. You see, I don't remember exactly what he said, but Trevon Diggs, he took a shot at Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a shot at Olave. I hope Olave lights that boy up today.
Took a shot at Worthy.
Oh, Worthy. All he can do is run
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
I like it.
Watch him as to get cooked too.
like
They're gonna get.
I like it.
They're gonna get.
We'll talk about that later, but please move on from this game. I'm tired of looking at the Jets
Neil's
name.
mad. He's about to
All
rip
right,
up
so
fucking
Jets and Titans.
turn the page.
He ain't picking.
A fucking draw, okay? A draw.
He picked a tie.
I don't want either one of them to win.
I'm
They both
going
suck.
Jets by 14.
They can't score 14.
14 points. Aaron
Who's
Rodgers.
go- that's
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Over 14.
2 touchdown passes today. Brees Hall 2 touchdowns today. Jets win.
Jets.
Jets win. All right, moving on. So Neil can stop being angry. Adrian, our buddy Adrian and Gasky, Minnesota Vikings.
The Dante Culpeppers. Let's go.
The fighting Culpeppers. I wish they had Dante Culpepper right now. I can't say anything because Sam Darnold played really well last week.
He did.
49ers, Christian McCaffrey placed on injured reserve this week, which is still just, I got off work last week and I seen McCaffrey out. I'm like,
Skull
what?
Sam winning by 3. That's his.
49ers are favored by 4.5.
Skull's got the Vikings by
today.
3.
What do you think? What you got in this? What
That
how
McCaffrey
you
situation's weird. Like that, he's like slightly hurt. They're like, yeah, what's gonna? I assume they just went up him on IR for 4 weeks so they can bring somebody else up to who actually will, perform in the game.
looking?
But
I'm gonna be honest. I don't mind this if I'm the 49ers. I really don't. Because I mean, if Christian McCaffrey is banged up, I want Christian McCaffrey in the playoffs.
yeah, 100%.
If you are banged up, just chill. We're gonna win the division. Without you, we're going to win the division. Our defense plays great. Fred Warner, man, is just
Is he like one of the best ever that we
Dude.
watched? Like he's a stud, man.
dude, he's everywhere. Fred Warner is all over the field, and they don't have Greenlaw yet.
him and Bosa are just insane.
And when Bosa's healthy,
Niners are just battling to get healthy.
dude. Like
And
I
they
said
are-
that last
and
week.
they are
Later
okay.
in the year,
Yep.
the Niners are going to
They're
be
playing for
better.
Super Bowls. They're not worried about right now.
Yeah, and they're
Hufanga.
okay. They got enough weapons everywhere that this guy can cover this
Skinny
guy.
Debo.
Yeah.
Debo lost weight, looks good.
New number.
New number, went back to number
Fast.
1. Fast, skinny Debo. Later, they'll get McCaffrey back. Later, they'll get Greenlaw back.
Couple
Later,
fans
they'll
saying,
get Hufanga back.
Texas saying he's got Vikings upset by 3.
What are these people doing?
Bearded
don't
Chicken
know.
said, "Give me the Niners, the spread, and Ayuk touchdown." I like that.
I went with Debo touchdown.
49ers win by 6. 49er win in overtime. I like that.
What are these people thinking?
They
man?
know how to utilize him. And I got Kittle as a touchdown. I think 49ers win.
Anytime touchdown's gonna be the running back, obviously.
Yeah, I think Niners win by
think
Handily.
win by 10 here.
I think
I'd be
Niners
comfortable.
roll.
Yeah, I think Niners roll.
I think we all can agree that Niners are the best team to watch. I mean, I enjoy watching them. I'm not
do
even a
too.
Niners guy, but they're fun to watch.
I do
They
too.
roll people.
They are just
They're
physical.
very physical. I love watching them.
They ran the ball down
They-
the
they start
Jets'
on the
throat
lines.
last
They always
week.
like that. They're tough and for Shanahan, he can literally just throw a trash can back there, 120 yards, 5 yards of carry.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what he did with Jordan Mason.
The guy with ringing the can
I
at
like
Salvation
that
Army,
chicken.
throw back there,
You guys
120
want,
yards.
You guys want to do a sneaky dark horse anytime touchdown? Jennings might be a good touchdown as well.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think that the spread on this, I think Niners handle them
I
pretty
think the
well.
Vikings are going to score a couple.
Zodiac saying Vikings have a better defense than the Jets, so let's go with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Don't compare anybody to the Jets. It's like night and day.
Zodiac.
Does the Vikings?
I like
have
the
a better
Vikings,
defense
too.
than the Jets, though?
I'm not.
Allegedly, the Jets are supposed to be like one of the best on paper. What happened?
Listen,
It's early.
Adrian and Gatsky, I give them boys props. I give them the skull every week.
Skull.
I give them the skull every
The
week.
best uniforms in the game, too, the Vikings, in my opinion.
There's
I
some
love
of them. Love them helmets. I love me some Aaron Jones in Minnesota. I just don't. I'm not with you this year for the Giants or the Vikings. I like Pace.
It's this
the
game
middle
in general,
linebacker.
man.
I love Pace. I think Dallas Turner's going to be really good for him eventually. I'm just not with it. The secondary, the corners are terrible. I know they signed Stephon Gilmore, but
He's 40.
Stephon Gilmore's 47 years old. He takes
He makes plays, but he's still.
He made plays on the Belichick tree.
He's taken Blue Chew.
He was decent for Dallas,
He was decent for Dallas.
but Dallas had a good around, good
Yeah.
around, good line, good other corners. I mean,
Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe we'll all be wrong today.
I'd be very shocked.
Listen,
Zodiac said you picked the Giants last week.
I
Remember
did.
that,
I did, but I didn't.
Zodiac giving it to you.
Last week was dog water game of the week. Vikings and Giants.
Blue Chew is not a sponsor. Sorry.
Somebody had to win last week, and I will give you props. Sam Darnold played well last week,
It's been a while. I mean,
but
he's-
the Giants,
he's fresh.
the Giants were awful. They were awful. There's nothing to look at other than Malik Neighbors for the New York Giants. Their defensive line was supposed to be good. They didn't even do nothing. Vikings beat them last week, rolled them. That ends today, man. Viking fans, back to reality.
Zodiac, we beat the Niners the past 2 years.
Well, yeah, it ain't gonna be 3. Niners roll. Give me the Niners.
Neil, you on the Niners as well? Everyone smashing that Niner train.
We're all.
Like I said, I'm not even a Vikings hater. I'm just a very big Niners believer.
We're all on the Niners, and that's it. Like I just feel like the
Potential Sam Darnold revenge game.
to me potential.
I like Darnold too. I'm happy like he did well last week, and maybe he'll get a good opportunity next week as a good backup, or maybe another crossover guy, another bridge guy. I mean, but I'm happy he
Might be another big contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Vikings no chance today. Niners roll. I just think that the Niners are.
You
the
can't hate the
class.
Vikings. You a Pats fan.
I mean, I don't hate the Vikings.
You won't believe.
There's no reason to-
I just believe in the Niners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're loaded.
The Viking fans are out in full force.
They are out.
They're out in full force.
They didn't get much.
Gatsky's already got his face painted purple.
I like it.
He's ready. He's ready to roll.
On to the next game.
So we're all on the Niners. Sorry,
Sorry,
Gats.
sorry, Zodiac. We love you.
What's our bets today, Dan? I don't know.
We've been doing anytime touchdowns.
Me and
guys,
Gatsky
that's
have
right.
one. I screenshotted it. I'm pretty sure you said that the Vikings would win by 8, and then an extra 5. That you said the
Hey, thanks for the
Vikings would
hard
have
spoken. We appreciate you.
would force 3 turnovers. I have it screenshotted, so I remember.
We lost the best rookie quarterback. Yeah, we all Vikings.
Moving on.
It's easy to say.
The fighting Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, thanks for the lightning bolt spoken. Appreciate you, man.
You said 8. I got a screenshot. You said 8. Don't be trying to get that point back.
The old
You said 8.
back it up.
You said 8. You said 8.
I like it.
All right. Fighting Jim Harbaughs and Justin Herbert. And I'm going to add a name in
You
here.
guys new to the page, smash that follow
I'm
for
going
us.
to add a name.
Add it, baby.
The Fighting J.K. Dobbins
I like it.
against the Carolina Panthers.
Shoo. This is a good game for Chargers.
This is a good game for the
Good game for
Panthers.
Dobbins and
This is a
Gummy
good
Gus.
game.
Yeah, I
This
mean, it
is-
is to kind of keep, you know what I mean, to keep the wheels rolling.
Like, I like the Chargers. Maybe I'm a little bit over on the Chargers than some people are. Maybe I
like
believe
it,
a little
Liam.
bit too much in the Chargers. But I still feel like this is the game that
JK
but I
all
thought-
day, anytime touchdown, bearded chicken. I like
also
it.
have the J.K.
You like
Dobbins
it?
anytime
You like
touchdown
it?
today.
I picked this one. I picked this one on my parlay.
I did too.
I think this is
I
a
did
decent
too.
one, right? We all should be able to.
Yeah, definitely. Like I thought last week, I thought the Saints. I thought Bryce gonna have a good day today.
I got a question.
Whole team. Panther team awful. Whole team.
Spoken Hope podcast says, "Give me the Chargers by big." I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I do want to ask a question though. By the end of the year, both you guys, by the end of the year, who's going to be the number 1 wide receiver on that team, on the Chargers?
Lad McConkey. You mean stat wise?
Or just that's my guy.
Because I already think Ladd McConkey's the best wide receiver on the team.
Well,
and he's a security blanket.
I mean,
he
it's,
scored a touchdown.
it's not stat. I mean, it's you know who the best wide receiver on the team is. You know what I mean? Who? Because right now, I mean,
Dobbins.
I don't think they have one.
No.
Okay.
But I was really high.
Dark horse touchdown, Ladd McConkey.
I was really high. It's not a dark horse because he scored one last week.
Yeah.
That's just all right. That's just what
I don't
I'm
think
saying.
it's a dark horse. I think Ladd is good. I think Ladd is really good. I don't think they have a game-changing wide receiver on that team yet. And honestly, I don't know if they really need one. I mean, everybody needs one. You want one. But the Chargers did what the Chargers are going to do. They're going to run the ball because that's what Jim Harbaugh does. They're going to run the ball. They're going to play defense. And then Herbie is going to make some plays.
And have plenty of weapons.
And that's exactly what they did last week. It was a low-scoring game. Chargers beat the Raiders. Low-scoring game. Big day for Dobbins. I don't know if they have a number one. Like, I'm not done on Quentin Johnston yet because
Palmer.
and I was really high on Josh Palmer. I thought he was going to be clearly their number one. I don't know if they have one, but Chargers are favored by 5 today. I don't expect really much
We
today.
all roll in the Charger train.
Chargers.
I don't see like a win big scenario. I feel like it's just going to be a run fest. I think their runners like 38, 39 or something like that. I'd roll the under on that one.
What? Chargers?
Yeah, I think we're all Chargers.
We're all
Chargers.
bolt up, baby.
Panthers are really bad.
Bolt up. Panthers are bad. Like, listen. If you guys remember, if you follow our show, you remember I tried, man. I'd really tried to be a fan of Justin Fields, and every week I got on here and I'm like, man, Justin Fields, he's close. He's close.
Spoken Hope podcast says 56-10.
That offense isn't putting up 56.
I mean, it was 57 last week for the Saints and Panthers.
Different type of offense, my man. I mean, I don't know.
Bryce is close. Bryce is now taking over my.
Close to what? Retiring?
Justin Fields. I hung with him, and I hung with him, and I hung with him, and then eventually
Hey,
he's
Prowse,
just.
thanks for the coins, man. Appreciate you.
It was so dog water. Eventually, I had to just say, "All
Bear
right,
the
I'm
chicken,
done.
thanks for the coins, man. Appreciate
I'm
you.
done." And Justin Fields is no longer good. I ain't even got no hope for him. I'm close on Bryce. I was a Bryce guy. I still think Bryce can be good. He's close. You got him some weapons now. Leggett, Deontay Johnson, Thielen's still there. They still don't have a running game, and I want Jonathan Brooks to come back healthy. I want to see what the offense with that, how that helps, because Miles Sanders is terrible. Chuba Hubbard is terrible. They have zero running game.
But is it the line?
I think it's the whole team. I just don't think they're good. But Bryce is the biggest thing. He just don't look good. I'm close to giving up on you, Bryce.
Breaking
Bryce,
news.
we're on life support, baby. I need you to come through today against my Chargers and at least make some plays.
I've seen it twice today, and Zodiac just posted a breaking news. Tua has no plans on retiring.
See, there we go. Yeah. I told you. He's
But
a football player.
I think it's a little early to be
It's
saying
early.
that. You know what I
It's
mean?
early. It just happened. He probably ain't even been checked out yet, like a lot by
I agree,
doctors. Charbonnet or Hubbard? Charbonnet, Smith, or Shaheed? I don't. It's Smith. Is it Devontae? If it's Devontae, I'm rolling Devontae because AJ Brown is questionable.
Yeah.
Popped up as questionable.
He's questionable.
So, but I'm
Charbonnet's
going
a tough
with
matchup.
Devontae. I like Charbonnet today because Walker's out. Charbonnet's a good pass catcher too. So and Hubbard's dog water. We're just talking about that. I'm taking Charbonnet all day over Hubbard. All day.
It's really sad too when it comes to the Panthers because I always like think of them as a good running team.
Yeah.
With the Thomas Jones, D'Angelo Williams, it's like you always think of these studs.
And it's like they always had a 2 power back.
Yeah,
I feel like
they always had like his. Of course, McCaffrey. It's like you always think of them as being like a really, really good running team. And
yeah, and that's just the whole team.
I feel bad for the city of Charlotte. I really do.
They fell apart quick.
They need Cam back.
No, they don't need Cam back. They need maybe a Cam type back.
No, they'll get Cam type next year.
Oh no! I also thought
Arch Manning.
I wouldn't wish that upon him at this point, especially the ownership. But like I said, I'm at this point. I really just feel bad for him.
You know, we said for the last 2 years, and sorry, Neil, that the Patriots has probably had the
worst roster in football.
I think they've passed the torch. I think Carolina is the worst.
But it's like with New England, there's at least some hope.
You might be
Yeah.
right.
What's Panthers? There is no hope.
There's no. I mean, that
never thought about
Xavier
that.
legit. Like I like his personality. I like him. Is he really that good? I don't know if we'll ever
I
know.
think he can. I think
he could be.
He can be good.
Miles Sanders was pretty good in Philly. You know what I mean? He was a slasher. You know what I mean? He would gash you. You just don't fall off like that. The trouble is more than just a couple of these players. You
Who
know
they
what I mean?
hired as a GM this year? Was it? It was the next player. Was it Dan Morgan?
Morgan's a part of there, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Dan Morgan. I like when they hire football players. I'm gonna be honest. I remember when the 49ers hired John Lynch. I shit all over that hire. I said, why would you hire a dude that has no experience in the front office? And guess what? I was wrong. And now I kind of like it when they hire football people to run football organizations. So I'm with you. The Panthers they don't have no bright spots at all. Like the bags are coming out over the heads in the fan.
But what do you do though? Like someone needs to make a splash. You have to go get somebody. You know what I mean? You can't overpay for average players. You know what I mean? You have to go get either an upcoming guy.
Well, that's the problem.
Or you have to go all in and bring some talent.
It's more than just a one player problem right now. Like the bad quarterback play, the bad management, and everything. Like I said, they're in a very, very terrible situation, and I wholeheartedly feel bad for them.
I mean, how many coaches and offensive coordinators has Bryce Young went through?
Start two: Brees, Kamara, Charbonnet, Pollard. I'm going Brees for sure, and then it's between Kamara and Charbonnet. I'm going Carbonnet.
What about
Kamara?
What about Drake London or Jamar Chase?
No Higgins today.
We're going Chase.
Give me Chase. But back to the Bryce. It's close, man. We said last week.
What year were you in for him?
This is second.
Second year.
This is second.
This is his second year?
Yes.
So that's what I said, because everyone's already ready to give up on him. And I said last week on our first show, I said, if he's awful, then yes, get out of it. Cut your loss. But if he shows improvement, because you got to give Dave Canales. Dave Canales has done really well with quarterbacks. I mean, he was the offensive coordinator in Tampa last year with Baker.
This is year 3, right?
No,
this
him and
is
Stroud
2.
came out together.
Him and Stroud came out.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Bryce's second year. So that's what I'm saying. You got to give him time. He can't change. Canales, I believe, is going to be there. He's going to be there for a while. The Panthers owner likes to fire coaches, and he needs to just pump the brakes and say, all right,
Fire himself.
let's build. Even if we struggle, let's build. Let's see what we can do, and let Dan Morgan. I'm pretty sure it's Dan Morgan, the GM. Let him build something, because there's no breaking. San Francisco tried to trade for Jefferson this offseason. Also,
Colts and one other team.
Huh.
Can you imagine JJ in there if they are?
No. I mean, it could happen.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's not as hard nosed.
I just feel like Carolina needs to make a splash on somebody. I'm not saying a quarterback. I'm just saying a weapon.
Yeah, but who's going to go there? I mean, you're going to have to overpay.
But if it's a good player, it's okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But honestly, if a good player, who the hell wants to go play for Bryce Young right now? I don't want to. If I'm just throwing it out there, if the Bengals say Jamar Chase, it's not going to happen. I'm just
Devontae
saying.
Adams.
He's old.
Jordan.
Jamar Chase, free agent.
Mark, what about yourself,
you gonna take all this money and go play for the Carolina Panthers? Panthers offering you so much more than everybody else. Well, hell no, I ain't gonna go let Bryce Young.
I mean, it ain't going to
ball.
be so. I mean, realistically, it's probably 3 to 5 more million.
They got to hit in the draft, and they traded away all their picks to go get Bryce. So it's hard to build when you don't have draft picks.
Yeah.
So I mean, they would have had the number 1 pick this year, but they traded it to get Bryce. So once they start getting some picks,
we ain't went there yet. We will go there very soon.
They got to hit on some draft picks.
Yeah.
Fantasy question.
What we got?
Are we all on the Chargers? Easy.
Yes.
All on the Chargers.
All on the Chargers.
And
Flowers,
they easy cover this.
Flowers or Rice?
I think both of them are really good plays today. Flip a coin. I think they're both
I like Rice
today. I'm gonna go Rashee Rice as well.
If I was to pick one.
But
all on the Chargers train.
All.
Yeah, I'll do the Chargers on the under.
We all feel bad for Carolina.
Yeah, we feel bad for Carolina. I feel bad.
Come
for
on, Bryce. Pull one out for us sometime.
Bryce is going to be a good Houston Roughneck one day in the UFL.
He will be. He'll be a solid.
He'll light it up there. All right, Niels New England Patriots hosting my closet Seattle Seahawks.
I'm excited about this game.
Seahawks favored by 3 points. Kenneth Walker doubtful.
Yep.
Inactives hasn't came out yet. Kenneth Walker didn't practice all week. He's not going to play today.
Yeah.
Zach Charbonnet going to be the running back. What do you think, Neil? Your Pats? They shocked the world last
2-0,
week.
boys.
Zodiac says
Shocked the world.
Pats lose by 10.
Shocked
Hey,
the
it's
world.
not happening. I'm sorry. That's not Homer tactics either. That's just
Everybody, man. That was the
I'm a
game.
Seattle fan. Give me Seattle by 13 is what someone said.
Go Hawks. Go 12.
well prediction.
Sure.
Everybody was
We
shocked.
agreed.
That
We
was the
agreed,
one
Mark.
game last year that I was.
Spoken Podcast
last
said
week.
Patriots by 7.
Ooh, another Patriot.
I see
boy.
I see a very, very close game.
I think it's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
This is another one I didn't want to touch.
Yeah, 3 points on either
Smashed it. As soon as the line came out, smashed it.
3 points either side of the coin. I still think it's gonna be tough.
Smashed this. Gino, big. DK, touchdown.
Hey, thanks for the
JSN,
likes, guys. Appreciate you. You need to
touchdown.
page, smash out, follow.
Pats defense is really solid, man.
They
You're not giving them credit.
I love Christian Gonzalez. I think he's going to be one of the best corners in football. I am not on anything
The line's
else.
still good, everything. So
No, I'm not with this. I'm not.
Someone, podcast, another podcast guy, Spoken Podcast said Drake May needs to be quarterback, though.
Yeah, but
Brissett did fine.
Brissett played
Don't rush
well.
it. Don't rush it.
Brissett played well.
They could be 3-0 after next Thursday.
Bearded Chicken said
they
it
play next
sounds
week?
crazy.
The Jets.
The Jets.
Bearded Chicken said sounds crazy, but give me those Pats.
Yeah.
That's what
There they are. Everyone is riding.
Do you
The
know?
defense and Ramondre Stevenson, boys.
Dark horse touchdown, Kenny McIntosh.
Do you know this was the easiest game on the schedule to me? Like this was the one that I smashed. I bet on the first as soon
thanks
as
for the
last
likes,
week was
guys.
over.
Yeah, we had
and I
Niners,
started
too.
making my bets for this week. Smash the Seahawks. 3 points. Give me 13. Seahawks roll. Gino 3 touchdown passes today.
Holy moly.
Roll.
This Gonzalez just shit the bed.
Jacoby Brissett is going to throw 2 picks
No,
today.
not my Jacoby, buddy.
Devin Witherspoon going to eat. Boye Mafe attacking the quarterback. Julian Love back there. This ain't even close to me, man. I think Seahawks roll. Seahawks roll. Man, I'm Seahawks roll. Go 12s.
I got Seattle as well.
You got it close.
I think it's gonna be close.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
I think
regardless
it's,
of the
I think
winner.
it's flip of the coin. I really do. This is one I didn't want to touch. I think New England is scrappy. I think their defense is tough, and Jacoby's going to come and play. I mean, he's not a turnover machine. He's a well
be
professional profession, and I think that
McDonald.
I think it's close. I think Seattle wins.
McDonald's got that defense. He's coming along, man. He came from Baltimore. He's got
Seattle's
this-
defense. Are they in Seattle?
No,
they're in New
It is
England.
They're in New England. Like I was impressed with the Seahawks defense last week. Now I know they were playing Bo Nix. He's a rookie, and Denver's offense. I don't really care for it.
We haven't picked the Saints yet.
No, we haven't got there
we
yet.
haven't
But I was
Saints yet.
impressed with the Seahawks defense last week. They played well.
And Mark's
They're-
asking about Carolina. We all had Carolina losing.
We all have the Chargers.
He had Carolina
rolling.
winning by 6.
We're all against you.
Go
Mark.
Eagles, baby.
Sorry, brother.
If you're a Carolina fan, like I said, I'm sorry.
Spoken Hope says Patriots winning.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
Pats fans been here
because they
today.
know, boys.
They seen him go out and shut.
Went there yet either.
They
Mark.
shut up Burrow and the Bengals last week, and the Pats are hot. The Pats fans are hot. They're ready.
Every time Bengals get an injury, I mean they lose. Burrow gets another injury.
Yep, something's wrong.
He grows an injury when he loses.
He grows an injury when they lose.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going against Neil. I'm going Seahawks roll.
it's not the Homer talking either, guys. I really do think they're going to win
He
this game.
thinks they're going to win.
I like it.
He
Could be a
thinks
very,
they're
very
gonna
close
win.
game.
I think it's gonna be close. I really do. I think it's either team.
They're both good defensively.
I'm not with you guys. I'm Seahawks by 13 at least. Seahawks roll.
Well, I
Gino, big
got
day.
Seattle winning as well.
Seahawks roll 2-0.
Hey Liam, hey, we'll be back. We'll be here.
All right, we'll be here, Liam.
He said when the Seattle wins, he wants to come back and talk
Seth
about it.
Taylor says Burrow's built cheap.
Yeah,
It is.
Athens Bulldog, bud.
It is.
Athens Bulldog.
Not Athens, Georgia.
yeah, the real Athens.
Yeah, not Athens, Georgia.
Court
Athens,
Street Athens.
Athens,
Yeah,
Ohio.
Court Street Athens.
Athens, Ohio.
Shoo.
All right.
Mark had Titans by 3 touchdowns.
Titans
versus Jets
by 3 touchdowns.
What year is it? What year is this?
I don't think the Titans will score 3 touchdowns today.
Is this Airman Air Days or what?
2 games.
Yeah, I don't think the Titans will
We still have
score.
Kevin Dyson's
Not
out
on
there.
offense. Not on offense, at least, right?
No.
They haven't scored 3 touchdowns in the game since like what? Fucking Dyson and
I don't know.
Probably Chris Johnson there.
No, they ain't scoring 3 touchdowns today. No way. No way. That guy's gonna come out and give us hell if he's right.
He's like, I told you boys.
Told you boys.
Mark also has Ravens by 4 touchdowns.
Ravens by 4. I would listen.
People don't realize how like that's a lot of touchdowns, man.
I'm not a Raiders fan, and I definitely don't like Minshew. But 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, Wilkins and Crosby ain't gonna put up with that.
All right, moving on. We're all on the Neil's on the Patriots. Excuse
Neil's
me.
on the Patriots.
Neil's on the Patriots. Me and Jeffrey's on the Seahawks, and I'm on the
Seattle.
Seahawks. Big. All right, moving on. I think this game's going to be fun today.
I'm pretty excited about this one.
Saints and trash bag Derek Carr versus hold on, flex Ayuk, Worthy, Pollard, or Odunze. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's definitely Ayuk. To me, you guys disagree?
Is this for any time? Or is it all
It's
general?
a flex.
Yeah, it's just
general.
a flex.
I'm taking Ayuk.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Worthy's
Ayuk.
like a boomer
I
bust.
think Ayuk's your safe bet, but
Yeah.
Worthy might come
Worthy.
to play today.
It's Ayuk or Worthy
Yeah.
to me, and it's Ayuk for me.
Okay.
Saints and the Dallas Cowboys headed to Jerry's.
Is that a
World.
1 o'clock game?
It is
Yes.
a 1 o'clock game.
Spoken Hope podcast says Cowboys by 10, and he's from Louisiana.
Cowboys are favored by 6.5.
Can't believe he doesn't believe in the fighting cards. You know what I mean? After last week beating the world beaters of the Panthers,
Hey, they lit it up last week. They lit it up.
all stars, but
They lit it up last week. Saints played really well, and Trevon Diggs.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Trevon Diggs throwing out a little shade to Chris Olave this week. So
Olave don't bother anybody.
he's
he's a high state player.
He had a bad. He didn't do nothing last week, but I still think he's by far the best receiver.
Yeah, but
on
I'm
the
saying,
team.
like, why pick on the dude? You know what
Well,
I
they
mean?
asked.
The number one.
They
I
asked
know,
him. They asked him. I don't remember exactly what he said word for word, but he kind of took a. He basically said that Olave's not
Saints for the
nothing
win.
to worry about.
Super upset special.
Cowboys don't lose at home until the playoffs.
It's fucking Jerry's World.
Ferguson, I believe, is out.
Ferguson is out.
Ferguson's out.
Zeke's in.
Old man Zeke,
Zeke's eating.
Rico,
Eating.
Ferguson's out. They got CD. I have CD Lamb anytime touchdown today. I'm not sure because inactives are not out yet, but I seen the other day that Marshawn Lattimore may miss this game.
He was questionable.
That's big
That's
because
big.
Lattimore takes people out of games. I'm taking
He
CD
ain't taking
Lamb
CD out
the
anyway.
anytime touchdown. But
That'd be a good one to watch. Though.
what do you think, Neil? Saints, Cowboys, 6.5.
It's like I said, like the record shows the Cowboys don't lose at home during the regular season. But I'm actually interested in this game.
I like it, Bearded.
I'm actually with this game. I think this game's going to be nice.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be nice. I just want to see what the Saints are, even if they lose this game, if they keep together.
We're going to find out today.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll find out either way. How good they actually are.
We're going to find out today if the Saints are as good as their 57 or 47, whatever they put up.
That's what I'm saying. That's
last
what I'm interested to see. I want to see if Carr keeps progressing.
week. Dallas.
Dallas
Yeah, I think we all have Dallas, but I'm hopeful
10.
for the Saints.
By 10.
I think it's going to be worse.
Dallas
than
by
that.
10.
14. I think Dallas going to roll. Dallas rolls.
Dallas rolls, Neil.
I don't think they're going to roll, but I think they'll win.
All right.
He's not going with the
like
roll,
it.
but he says win. So we're all on the Cowboys. There's not a lot
Bearded
of
Chicken says Cowboys by 2 touchdowns. Texas Rattlesnake says Saints. I dislike the Cowboys. Hey, I like them too.
we all dislike.
Yeah.
the
Hey,
Dallas
thanks for the
Cowboys.
Cowboy hat, Prowse. Appreciate you, man.
The only thing the Saints are going to win today is the uniform contest.
Saints by 7. I never heard Carr and Progressive in the same. No. He said progressive, like the insurance.
Yeah,
Progressive.
I'm saying, like, I mean, Carr did well last week, and he always like had these little flashes. He flashes here, like a little sizzle here and there.
Sizzle in the pan.
Then he gets burned
Then he
occasionally.
gets burnt. He's like shrimp. He sizzles real good, then it fries up real quick. He's done.
Breaking news: Jordan Love is doubtful.
Imagine that. Why did they waste time even doing that? That's a waste of time.
That is stupid.
Waste of ink.
Waste of time. You
Oh,
are right.
I want to talk about that later. Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, moving on because we're all on the Dallas Cowboys. Neil, Washington Commanders host Vanilla Vic, Danny Dimes, and
trying to get old Den to wear things. He likes wearing Cowboys hats.
Football Giants. I wear a cowboy hat.
I think we should put Den on one of those mechanical bulls.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. When we was just in Tennessee, I wanted to ride a mechanical donkey.
We have not Texas.
I really wanted to
He
do
does
it,
mark.
but there was so much people. I didn't do it. But if I ever get to, or if I am ever there and we go to Gatlinburg, when
Like the
everything
ones that's
first
like at
opens,
the dollar stores.
Yeah.
That's like a
no,
quarter.
no,
and
no,
it's
no,
just-
no, no. It's like an actual mechanical. It's a mechanical donkey.
Like out the little Giants, the kid with the
No.
cowboy hats just wearing.
No,
He's
I don't.
go to get him.
But if we're ever there, I would ride it if we get there first thing, so I don't have to wait in line because there was tons of people.
Q4, he can't do that. Hey, thank you, Texas.
Giants, Washington favored in this one by 1.5.
Bearded Chicken says worst game of the weekend. Only reason to
No.
watch is for Jaden Daniels.
I'm not even watching this for Jaden Daniels. If I'm watching this, actually, I mean, honestly, if you want to check in Jaden's, check in on Malik Neighbors too, because he's a dog. He's going to end up being a stud.
This is the game I plan on watching today.
Give me
Well, of
Daniel
course you
Jones.
are.
Give me Daniel Jones anytime interception today.
Well, that's a good bet.
Okay, this is
Did you see what Danny Jones said though this week? He said he was ready to get to the game.
Oh, Cook
Sunday,
Eye, too. See,
play good and get the win.
he's at those Coke eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, fucking liar.
I'm ready to get the win this week. Yeah, Danny Dimes is ready today. He's ready to bounce back.
Texas Rattlesnake says Giants by a touchdown.
To be honest, this game's trash, and I will watch it for obvious reasons. But
Well,
like,
yeah, you're a fan.
but I do really think that Danny Dimes will have a good game today.
I do too.
I feel
I think this is the Malik Neighbors first NFL touchdown this week.
I like that.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors anytime touchdown today. Danny Dimes. I do not like the Washington secondary.
No.
Forbes out. Not that he's good anyway, but like I said, Neil said he's watching this game. He's a Washington
This is another
fan.
one I didn't touch on my parlay.
I didn't either. I stayed away from this because it's
tough.
This is tough.
It's the dog water game of the week,
This is the
presented to you
dog
by
water.
Oscar. Oh, we can't say that. I don't want to get back.
Oscar Robinson, boys.
Promoting anything again. But yeah, Jaden played good. Last week he was the best out of all the rookie quarterbacks by far, and I think he makes some plays.
Texas
today.
says he can't stay in Washington just like the Cowboys. I'm excited for Jaden.
The WFT like defensive backfields are really terrible.
They are.
Their defense isn't great at all.
No, they're not.
I'm waiting on it all.
Louvu and Wagner. I like Louvu and Wagner. The rest of the defense.
Then you go into Fletcher back, but either way,
I wish they would have kept my main man Cam Curl.
I like him too.
I loved Cam Curl.
But like, if you like really want to smash anything on this, like obviously Daniels is gonna be nice, and the reports are they will be trying to lean on the running game via the running backs.
Yeah.
So the Robinson and Eckler.
Yeah,
There's
Brian Robinson's good.
Yeah,
he good running.
I have him in a lot of flex spots anyway, but I think the Robinson would be a good, nice anytime touchdown. Like Eckler might see some decent action too. I still don't trust the receiving core.
No, other than Terry.
So-
De'Ami Brown.
So, yeah,
Dog.
no, also, but like they got
De'Ami
A guy
Brown,
tried to tell you that.
Number 2.
But other than Daniels and the running backs, that's the only thing I would even feel safe as far as bets go. But like I see Dimes actually doing okay today.
I do too. I'm with you on Danny Dimes.
Washington hasn't been good since Rex.
I don't know about that.
Jones record today 18 for 35.
That's not. It's just.
Giants win by 6.
It's gonna be a close game. I can see it.
Giants win by 6. 1 total touchdown in this game. Rest will be fun.
Nah.
I don't know what I want to do with this game. I really don't. Like
You want to see Daniels do good?
I want to see
Absolutely.
Neighbors do good because I got him in a bunch of fantasy leagues.
I'm like legit starting Daniels this
But
week.
what's your safe pick on this one?
Like,
There isn't one.
like pick who's going to win.
Yeah.
It's not a survivor game for one. Nobody's picking this in the survivor
no
game.
way.
Nobody's picking this in
way.
the survivor.
It's a pick 'em game. Nobody wants to pick it.
Oh, I like that. Rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, spoken hope podcast said.
I mean, right now, but they ain't saying much.
It's early.
I don't even want to pick. I don't even want to pick.
My gut tells me the Giants.
I don't even wanna pick.
I think just as
I don't even want
more
to make a pick here.
more veteran
It
quarterback.
is in Maryland this week, so like
I think I'm just gonna say the Giants. I think that it's a flip coin. I think it's a luck draw. You pick what you think, and I'm just gonna roll with the Giants. But I would like for Washington to win just because Jaden Daniels. I'd like.
If it was still WFT, would you pick it then?
No. No.
That's worse.
I still don't like it. I still don't like this game at all.
They had better uniforms.
Jaden Prowl said Jaden's going for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
5 yards.
He's starting him in a fantasy league.
I'm starting him over Rodgers this week.
I wouldn't do that.
God, well,
The rushing yards and all that stuff, man. So
It does help.
Jaden is nice when it comes to the rushing yards because he's a really good runner. I'm going with Danny Dimes and the New York Giants.
You said Danny for 3 touchdowns last week. Can I have something else?
Danny Dimes throws for 2 touchdowns today. Giants win 17-10.
the ugliest game of the year.
17-10.
All cooked up.
No, let me take this back. 24.
That's bold there. Somebody scored 20.
Giants scored 24 points today. 24 points today.
Season high, 20 points, guys.
24-17. New York Football Giants get the win over Jaden. I don't like either one of these teams. They're both going to be bad.
We already spent too much time on it.
Yeah, we spent more time on the Giants and Washington just because no one wants to pick.
I don't know what to do with them.
So we're on the Giants, Neil's on Washington. Moving on, get away from this. I'm excited about this game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers playoff rematch. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Baker Bucks, boys.
Head to Detroit to take on the Lions.
I didn't want to touch this one either.
I didn't. I also stayed away from
I was
this
scared.
one.
The Baker revenge game.
Baker.
He's salty.
Baker's bacon.
You know the Lions are favored by 7.5.
That's
a lot.
craziness to me.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Have people forgot how good Mike Evans is?
We talked about this last
You know,
week.
Mike Evans
I'm sick of it.
is always like a guy no one talks about, but always shows up.
He's the most He might be the most underrated wide receiver in the history of the
Chris
NFL.
is saying Bucks over Detroit by 7.
Listen, if you're on Baker, the touchdown maker, and the Bucks
Spoken
over Detroit, I'm with
podcast
you.
saying Bucks by 17.
That's bold.
That's
big.
That's grapefruits.
That's
right there.
grapefruits down
That's
there.
grapefruits.
Sheesh.
Choo.
Texas says Detroit by 16.
What? Come on, guys.
Man, this is going to be a good game.
I think this is going to be.
Bucks have a good defense still.
This is a one touchdown game. I feel like.
Yeah.
This is honestly probably the game that I'm watching at 1 o'clock today. I think it's going to be exciting.
That should be a
I
1
think
o'clock game.
Teams go. It is a 1 o'clock.
I'm saying that shouldn't be.
Oh, I know.
Compared to what we
there's
have.
There's only like 3 or 4 o'clock games. I think there's only,
Spoken podcast says I believe
there's only
Baker will have an
4
MVP
o'clock.
year.
3 4 o'clock games today. That's it. It blows
And the
my
night
mind.
game's not very good.
Hot
so.
take: Evans a top 5 wide receiver.
I don't think he's a top 5 all time.
Not all time,
But
right now.
Oh,
top
you mean
5.
right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's still so good, man.
Argue.
It's just,
It's hard.
If someone, I ain't going to argue. If someone says Mike Evans top 5 in the league right now, I'm not going to argue it.
Probably saying Lions by 6. Buccaneers versus Lions will be high score game of the week. Buccaneers win by 2.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game as well. I think
Podcast
David
says
Montgomery,
Evans is top 10. Top 10 is fair. That's fair to say.
he's top 10, absolutely top 10. But if someone says top 5, I'm not going to argue it because
I'll take him right now just for the leadership and the skill still.
He's a stud, man. No one ever talks about Mike Evans. I love Rashad White, one of my favorite players in football. I don't know if I like the 7.5.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is going to be like a 3-5 point game, something like that. Who you got?
Like, this is one I didn't want to touch. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, this is
didn't touch
one
it.
that I think that's going to be tough. That could go either way. It could be Dan making a bold decision and losing the game, or Baker coming out and baking some turnovers. You know what I mean? You just
Baker, turnover maker. Sometimes
you just never know. But I feel like Lions have a better roster all around. I do. I feel like Lions are a better team. My safe pick, I think I'm just going to roll with Detroit.
Give me the Bucks and the points.
Neil's taking the Bucks. You're taking the points, but do the Bucks win?
I believe so, yes.
Neil's going with the Bucks. I'm also going with the Lions. I think it's going to be a close game, though. If Tampa wins, it's definitely not a surprise.
DeAndre Swift or Demarcus Robinson? Sorry.
Give me DeAndre bouncing back this week. This Tampa Bay Detroit game, 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans will score a touchdown tonight, and Amon-Ra disappeared week 1. He scores today. Scores a touchdown.
Jefferson, Ayuk, Lamb, Chase, and Cup all better than Evans.
What?
Who?
Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
I wouldn't put
No.
Ayuk. Ayuk is probably the only one I wouldn't put in.
No,
there.
there ain't no way in
He ain't
hell
proven
Brandon Ayuk is better than Mike Evans.
Jefferson.
Ban that person.
Jefferson,
Ban that person. There
Lamb,
ain't no way in hell.
Chase, and Cup.
And Cooper, if somebody tells me that if Neil says I'd rather have Mike Evans than Cooper Kupp, I ain't arguing that.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that. So I mean, it's there's some guys.
What about Mike Evans or AJ Brown?
I'd rather have Mike Evans.
Yes, me too.
I'd rather have Mike Evans. It's close.
Mike Evans made Johnny Manziel a star.
Mike Evans. I would rather have Mike Evans than AJ Brown.
That's fact.
I'd rather have.
Yeah, me
you
too.
Rather have AJ.
I think it's close.
I want Mike
I think
Evans
it's
all day.
close.
Yeah, I want Mike Evans, man.
I think it's close, but like I said, if somebody,
I just feel like AJ's more physical.
he is. He's more physical. But if a game's on the line, I'm taking right now. I'm taking Mike Evans. Give me Mike Evans
Evans
over
or
AJ.
DK.
Mike Evans.
Yep.
I love DK Metcalf. Mike Evans all
Yep.
day long. It ain't even close.
Mike Evans is.
DK is honestly, I love DK Metcalf. He's one of the most disappointing players
Yeah,
in
because he's
the
never
NFL.
had a quarterback.
And I agree with that, but there's also a lot of times that DK drops balls,
Ooh.
stupid penalties, stuff like that.
Devontae Adams or
DK
Mike Evans?
Who?
Devontae Adams or Mike Evans?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
That's a good one.
That's close.
good one.
I would probably take
One or the
Adams.
other. One or the other.
I would probably take Adams, but like AJ, if somebody told me you'd rather have Mike
Yeah.
Evans than Devontae, I'm not
To me,
arguing.
they're the same player pretty much.
Yeah, I think they're both really good. That's a good one.
I like that. There are some players
skill,
like that. Yep.
same skill set.
But yeah, DK, he's just a physical freak. He should be dominating every football game. Like no one should be able to guard this guy. And he's just like he still plays well, but he should be.
He should demand a
DK
trade.
Metcalf should be the best wide receiver in football.
Physically, he should be.
Speed, size. I mean, look at him,
I mean,
and
look
he's
at- look at-
faster
look at
than
Tyreek.
everybody.
Tyreek
Yeah,
uses his
exactly.
size and his ability.
It's crazy to me that DK's not just a freak. All right, so we're both on Detroit, and Neil's on
Yep.
Tampa. I think it's gonna be a good game. That's
Good
the
game.
game.
That is the 1 o'clock game of the week.
This is the
There's a lot of
last-
good ones. So either way,
This is the last 1 o'clock game, and I'm a little torn on this one. Indianapolis Colts and probably my most hated quarterback in football, Anthony Richardson, 2.5-point favorites against the Malik Willis led Green Bay Packers. Who you got? What do you think?
the Packers running game's going to roll.
Everybody. As soon as when Love got hurt, everybody picked the Indianapolis Colts.
No, give me the Pack.
And because Malik Willis is a quarterback, what if Malik goes out and sets a world on fire?
Has
today?
Malik really had a lot of chances?
No.
I mean, I know there's
but
been like sample size and people feel
Yeah.
like he's just that bad. Like there's times it's like he was like the third quarterback on the roster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In Tennessee, and it's like, what the hell happened?
Under a Vrabel offense too.
You know what I mean? And it's like he had the physical talent to be something. You know what I mean? To at least to prove. I mean, I feel like. I mean, I know you don't like Fields, and Fields is always a controversy, but I feel like he has a lot. He's had a lot of opportunity, and he's just an athletic ability. Malik Willis is, I feel like, is pretty athletic. You know what I mean? I just don't understand why this guy hasn't had a full
The Packers
chance.
just went out and traded for him. A few
He's only
weeks before
he's
the
only a few
season.
weeks fresh in this.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously they like Malik Willis. Clifford was their backup, and they're like, let's go trade for Malik Willis, and he's our backup quarterback.
Ooh, I like Bearded Chicken says Malik has a breakout game.
Oh, he's a Packer fan.
Give me Indy by 2 touchdowns.
And you know what? I was one of the people that I just spoke about. As soon as the lines came out, as soon as my week 2 bets started to go in, I picked the Colts in this game. And the more I look at it, if you look Zach Moss or Justice Hill, Zach Moss touchdown today in Kansas City. I don't know if he had scored a touchdown, but I take Moss. If you look at these rosters up and down, I like the Packers everywhere better than the Colts. Everywhere. Defense better. Wide receivers, like I like the Colts wide receivers. Don't get me wrong. JT and Josh Jacobs close.
They're
to
more
me.
the same. Yeah.
Why did I bet the Colts immediately? Because I hate Anthony Richardson. He gonna throw interceptions today. Pierce or Neighbors? Neighbors gonna get the touchdown today, Trevor. Neighbors. What do you got in this?
I think Colts win this thing.
You got the Colts
I got even
nobody.
now.
I mean, I have the Packers this game.
If Love was here, I think it'd be a good game.
Oh, if Love's is here, the Packers win by 17.
I would pick Packers, but I feel like Love is gonna give you a couple touchdowns extra. I feel like Richardson has a decent game. JT, it's time to eat a little bit. The wide receivers come to play. I just feel like Colts. I feel like Colts are an upcoming team. That's feel like a team that's getting better, not a playoff team. You know what I mean? I just feel like they are an upcoming team, a little better. And right now Green Bay's in shambles. Like, what do we do if Malik's not the guy? They're gonna have to go get Tannehill or somebody. You know what I mean? If they're still thinking that they're going to win some games to make a playoff run here, because if Love's out 4 weeks, 5 weeks, they want to win at least a couple of these games. You know what I mean? And if Malik shits the bed, throws a couple interceptions, 100 and some yards, you know what I mean, and they lose this game, somebody's going to be scratching their head and is like, hey, if our quarterback's out a few more weeks, what are we going to do? You can't just chalk it up as a loss for a season.
Like I said, when we seen Jordan get hurt, and if he misses 6 weeks, I mean, it's only 6 weeks, but if you start out 1-5,
yeah, I think you should trade Pitts for Jamar.
You start out 1-5, I mean, your season's over.
They're saying Love will be back week 5.
I don't know.
But the way it looks right now is like they're playing at Lambeau for one.
Yep.
And I did not see, and it could be very wrong of me to say, how far ahead is Richardson than Malik Willis?
That's what I keep saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Jordan Love's out, but it's not like the Colts have a superior, better quarterback
That's
now.
my whole point. Because before Love happened, we had them probably steamrolling the Colts, correct? Especially being at Lambeau.
I think this game's a roll for the Packers.
They still have the good gun receiving core. They still have a good run game.
Yeah.
And the defense has gotten better with this new coordinator. So I still see the Packers winning this game.
I think it's going to be a close game.
I think
it's going to be close.
Jordan Arthur said they're taking the right steps. I don't know if he's talking about the Colts or what, but I just feel like the Green Bay's in shambles right now. I think they're going to try to do. Hopefully, they put more on the Jacobs train. You know what I mean? They need to put more on his plate. I mean, and
feed Josh Jacobs.
I figured if you're smart, you give Josh Jacobs 5 to 7 more carries, and you give Reed 5 to 7 more touches. You know what I mean? If it's end arounds, if it's direct snaps, if it's just something, you know what I mean, a couple more trick plays to kind of settle Willis down. You know what I mean? Your best friend is a running back if you're a quarterback.
But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but also Packers are also in the same boat as the Chiefs and Niners and a couple other teams that they're Super Bowl mode. They can afford to take 4 or 5 losses, but they're like, if it gets them to the end, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but if they start out 1-5,
but that's tough. Yes,
if they start out 1-5 when you're in a line with the division with the Lions, or the Lions are going to win.
And if Chicago surprises you,
well, if Chicago, I'm a little worried about our Bears picks after last week, but we'll see, because like I said, it's week 1, and the Bears have a really good defense. But the Lions are going to win a lot of football games, and if you start 1-5, Green Bay, that's bad.
I agree, Jordan.
But I mean, I think the Colts are building something. I'm not sold on Richardson yet. To me, Richardson he's so much like Cam, but he's not as good a passer as Cam. He's going to throw the ball out of the stadium. But like I said, he was 9 for 19 last week. I mean, it's not good. It's not bad, but I'm not a Richardson believer. But the Colts, they need to feed the ball to JT. And JT. And they didn't have Josh Downs last week.
I think Green Bay is going to be starstruck from injuries. Colts win by 10.
You know what? I'm going to say that the Packers are going to run the ball today, and the defense is going to make some plays. And I'm with Neil on this one. I'm picking the Packers today. Upset the Colts. Colts are favored by 2.5. I'm taking the Packers. I'm taking the Green Bay Packers today. Big Josh Jacobs day. Run the football. Josh Jacobs, we said it last week, he's a lot like Henry, man. You can't give Josh Jacobs 5 carries.
Getting 25 carries.
You got to pound him the ball. It's like he did last week against Philly, Green Bay. He didn't do nothing in the first half. They started giving him the ball. Josh Jacobs has to get carries.
Yeah, he's one of them guys that he's going to break one off. You know what I mean?
So he's a great pass catcher.
He really is.
So
I think you hit it on the head. As much as he won't ever be Cam,
Yeah,
They need to model their
exactly.
offense so much.
He ain't Cam. Cam was so much of a better passer than, and he's young. He's so young. So he will probably get better. And that's why he was drafted in the top 5 and he couldn't throw. He's got an arm. He can throw the ball out of the stadium. He's just not very accurate. But yeah, he's poor. He's save a lot. He's great value Cam.
Yeah.
He's great value Cam, man. And they do have weapons. Michael Pittman, A.D. Mitchell, they drafted out of Texas. Josh Downs didn't have him. Packers will be upset today because their defense, and I think their offense can get by. I think I'm on the Packers.
As long as they feed him. They got to feed Jacobs.
Feed Josh
They
Jacobs
gotta
the ball.
Josh Jacobs.
Go Lambeau Field.
Josh Jacobs the ball. He's on the Colts. Me and Neil, Phil the Neil, are on the Packers.
Go Pack, go.
Richardson, Lambeau leave today.
Ooh, Richardson with the Lambeau league. I really would like to go to Lambeau. I was sad. Not getting off in football, but I was so sad. I wanted to take a spontaneous trip next week, but my wife's got to work. Made me sad. I wanted to go to Blacksburg, Virginia, and watch a Virginia Tech Hokies game.
That'd be good.
I want to see the Hokies entrance. That's it, man. Cool. I want to hear Enter Sandman in Lane Stadium. I want to go, and I was sad. I'm like,
who they play?
I don't remember. I don't think it's a good game.
Colton Tech.
But yeah, I wanted to go because I'm off, and I thought it would be good, but I can't do it. That's my goal though this year. I want to go. That is my number one on my. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to see in college football, but I've always wanted to go to a Virginia Tech home game. All right, let's get real now. It's time for my Pittsburgh Steelers. We're headed to Denver. Face the Broncos. Steelers favored by 2.5 points.
Does the number surprise you?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it should be higher. I think it should be higher, and I am not the one that to
toot your own horn,
toot the own horn, and predict us to win because I think it's another week that Justin Fields probably plays like dog water. Wish Russ was in there. But he's not, and like I said last week, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Fields plays well. I mean, he didn't.
They still never really said that Fields is the starter.
They haven't, and Russell is traveling with the team, so we'll see when.
You think they throw a curveball?
I don't think so.
Just like they did last week.
It is Denver.
I don't think so.
Russ wants to play there.
Fields takes care of the ball. Well, I mean, that's what I think. I think Fields.
We hope so, Jordan.
That's what he didn't do. He didn't do last week. He didn't turn the ball over. Fields didn't play good. He missed some wide open. I missed Van Jefferson. He had one. He threw it right in his feet and just not even close. I'm like, what are you doing? But Fields will make some plays with his feet. I think the defense, rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, you're going to meet TJ and the boys today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a TJ day.
It's going to be a TJ day, man. TJ, I think Highsmith. I think Bo throws a pick or two. I was surprised.
To the NFL game.
Welcome to the NFL, Bo Nix. Steelers win today.
I was going to say, do we miss the Pickett towel at this point?
We don't miss anything. We don't miss anything that has anything to do with the lame Pickett. I don't know. Like last week, Balls kicked 6 field goals. I feel like this game is going to be.
This game sucks too. It really does.
It does. This is not going to be a fun game to watch. I mean, I'm going to watch it obviously because I'm a Steelers fan, but I'm not happy about it. Do you know last week? And I'm serious. I've tried this season. I said I'm going to try to not care as much. Last week was the first football game. I think I wasn't mad. I just let it just roll. I didn't even give a shit. I didn't even care.
Didn't know what to expect.
I didn't even care. It's like Fields is our quarterback.
Anytime touchdown for the Pittsburgh game.
I actually do have a parlay. I don't like Pickens today because of Surtain. Surtain did really well on DK. I think Pickens doesn't have a Pat Fryermuth. I'm trying it again this week. I'm trying to Pat Fryermuth anytime touchdown. There's a couple bets that I really like today in this game. If you're better, Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is going to run a little bit.
True. Brian says Steelers win by 30.
They can't score 30.
Jeez.
We can't score 30, and I don't remember the last time that I actually was relaxed in the fourth quarter of a football game. So I definitely hope that you're correct and Steelers roll, and I'm just got a care in the world. I'm eating me some snacks, just getting ready for the 8 o'clock game. But I think Steelers win. But Bo Nix rushing yards is like 20. I think it was like 22.
Ooh, that's a lot.
I think that's over.
Running for his life.
I'm taking that. I think Bo gets some runs today. Pat Fryermuth's receiving yards was only like 23, and I think that goes over. And I think Fryermuth's receptions, I think, were like 2.5 or 3. I don't remember.
I like it.
But I like both. I like those, and I'm going Steelers today. I mean, I hate to pick my team, but I don't think
I'm going with them as well. But it's like,
I think it's a scary game to pick.
that's not even that. It's like
I didn't want to touch it.
this game is like even for the fans, like who the hell cares? It's like,
I said before we were live when we were talking, I said this is the typical Steelers trap game. This is the game where we're all the Steelers nation. We're pumped and because we're gonna win today. It's easy win. Denver's not. They got a rookie quarterback. They don't have a lot of weapons. Defense isn't that great. They got a few players. This is a game that we should win, and we go out and lose by 17.
Yeah,
it's one of
This is that Mike
game.
Tomlin. Let's play down to our competition trap game. But I'm rolling Steelers.
It's a dumpster fire, and like one bag of trash will roll out eventually.
I'm rolling Steelers today. You got Steelers?
I do.
I got Steelers. I'm excited.
I got the Pittsburgh Watts.
I'm excited to see Pickens and Field again. I think Pickett. I like. That's his target. You know, what I mean, he's running around slinging the ball. That's the best receiver on the team.
Is Roman Wilson playing today?
I don't know. I haven't seen much. I'm excited to see him.
I know.
Muth needs to get involved. I think Pittsburgh wins this thing. I do. I think they're going to give Bo Nix some trouble. He's going to be running for his life.
TJ going.
Yeah.
TJ Watt.
I hate the Steelers with a passion, and the thing is, like, and I honestly miss Big Ben being there.
Me too.
Because I always like.
Me too, brother.
Even when I hate teams.
Me too.
I think really, even when I hate teams, I still want to see good play at the quarterback position.
That's how I am.
And it's like I want to see good
People
games.
Don't understand.
Yeah,
that. I hate when games.
It doesn't matter what.
awful.
Yeah, as I'm saying, I like watching good football, and like it's like the games I mentioned earlier, like even with the Titans and a couple others, like the Panthers. Like it's just really bad football, and
it's bad.
at the end of the day, this is entertainment for us.
But you know, it's bad. Like whenever there's a team that only has like one or two players that you want to watch.
Yeah.
On the whole team.
And it's fantasy reasons normally.
Honestly, there's not a player on the Carolina Panthers that I want to watch.
I'd like to see Xavier Legit. You know what I mean? That's the only guy that I like to watch.
I ain't turning on my TV for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's hard to do because there's only one or two
like
people
the Giants.
team.
Like the Giants in Washington, we talked about that. I want to watch Malik Neighbors. I want to see Jay Neighbors.
Yeah,
there's nothing that I want to see on the Carolina Panthers. Nothing. Cheerleaders.
Okay, who you got, Denny? You got the Steelers?
We're rolling the Steelers.
Okay.
We're all on the Steelers today. That means we're probably going to lose. Go ahead and go bet on the Denver Broncos for the episode. Moving on. This is a good one that I think. Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. It's an even.
This is a scary one. I didn't want to touch this one either.
Puka Nacua, IR.
That's tough too,
They
man.
said that he's probably going to miss 5 to 7 weeks.
So what about you think Tutu Atwell get some more touches?
No, I think Robinson, and I think that what the heck is his name? The kid from Minnesota, Tyler Johnson. Yeah. Tyler Johnson played well last week when Puka went out. I think him and I think even Jordan Whittington, he played really well in the preseason. I think Whittington might get some snaps. Tutu, I'm not really. Maybe every once in a while a little gadget player or something because he's so fast. But this is all now Cooper Kupp. This is all Cooper.
And hopefully he stays healthy. I mean, he's had. Oh yeah. He's had a.
If Cooper gets hurt, and the Rams, then I'm starting to field calls for Stafford.
Yeah.
I'm serious too. If the Rams with Puka being out 5 to 7 weeks, and if Cooper would go down, which I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't talk about injuries, but if something happens to that and the Rams fall out of it. Roman is questionable. That's what I'd say. I knew he was questionable. Cardinals. We both said the Cardinals. You picked the Cardinals last week to beat Buffalo. I said they were on the upset alert of the week. I picked Buffalo.
I would have picked them last week before that game happened.
But and they played well.
Yeah.
I mean, they really
They came
did.
out hot,
They
didn't
were. They were. What were they?
Upset of the
17?
weekend. Cardinals win by 9.
It's not an upset though. It spreads even. I don't think it's an upset.
It's not upset.
I think Cardinals are a good team.
I think the Cardinals have a lot of playmakers. I think and you know who the playmaker that they have them that didn't do anything last week? Marvin Harrison Jr. And Kyler came out and said it's not my job.
Yeah, it's not his job.
And people were mad about that. I don't understand why people were mad about that.
I just think it was a wrong way to word it.
I mean, he's getting the ball. It's not like get the ball, Marvin. What, you want me to throw in the coverage? And I mean, I know he missed Harrison once when he was wide open, but that shit happens. It's not like Kyler wasn't throwing to him on purpose.
No, yeah.
Connor, beast. James Conner. I love James Conner. He's one of my favorite players in football. I love him. McBride's a stud. I all off season I was on Greg Dortch, light the torch, Greg Dortch, baby, and he played well. I think he led the team in targets last week. Rams secondary, low iffy.
Hey Brian, thanks for the share, man. Appreciate you guys. While you're in here hanging out, tap those likes. Let's get some people in here.
Verse did get a sack last week. My main man, Jared Verse.
Dog.
What do you guys think about this? What do you think?
This is a tough one, man. This is one that you really don't know who to go after. How I feel. There was one I didn't want to touch on the parlay. Puka out's big. I rolled with the Cards last week. Rams are tough. We knew Rams was going to be a battle last week as well.
Stafford.
The Stafford and them start 0-2. I'm not sure, but I feel like I'm going to roll with Arizona again. I feel like Kyler and them's gonna have a good game, and I think they're going to squeak one out.
We got new.
I will also pick the Cards.
Nice.
Wow, both on Arizona. Eh?
If Rams are fully healthy, I would obviously lean that way.
You know what sucks is not only did they lose
Cup
Puka,
is going to go off.
Cup is going to go off. He went off last week.
Just Cup, yeah.
That's the problem. They don't have nothing.
We appreciate you guys coming in here. You new to the page, smash that follow. You in here and hanging out, tap those likes for us.
Puka being out 5 to 7 weeks, but they also lost their starting tackle and their center.
Yeah,
Matt Stafford was running for his life.
The running game is, plus the running game isn't very great either. So
I don't know who the. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the Cardinals pass rushers are. I really don't. Who's the Cardinals got pass rushers? I don't even know. So maybe they don't have as much as pass rush, obviously, as Aiden Hutchinson. But, man, the Cardinals played really well last week. I'm gonna roll with you guys.
You roll with the Cards with us. I like it.
On the Arizona Cardinals.
I figured you'd roll the Rams.
And healthy Rams like can be a good like Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, that's the thing. If Puka played, and Stafford didn't lose 2 offensive linemen and ran for his life all last week, I would pick the Rams in this.
And this is another team like we talked about, like 49ers and them. You know what I mean? And teams that you don't have to win right now. But and just like Green Bay, you know what I mean? But if your division's pretty good, you can't go 0-4. You know what I mean?
Once the Seahawks roll Patriots today by 20, they're going to be 2-0.
That's a
2-0 Hawks.
And if you're 0-2, that's a struggle. You know what I mean? That is.
Kyler or Golf. Ooh, that's a tough one. I would go. That is a tough one. That's tough. I would probably roll with Golf.
Cardinals versus
Kyler,
Rams should have been the Sunday night game. That should have been the Sunday night game.
Yeah, but money.
That would have been money.
Chicago
Caleb Williams versus C.J. Stroud.
The
money.
You have to remember that Chicago is also a very good market.
Yeah, money.
Arizona is not.
Yeah,
we're all on the Arizona Cardinals today. That really surprises me.
I like it.
James Conner going to eat.
James Conner going to eat.
James Conner, anytime touchdown, and Kyron Williams, anytime touchdowns today. All right. Game of the week. The last 4 o'clock game. I mean, this is what everyone's saying is the game of the week. Will it end up being game of the week? I don't know. But everyone's excited. Unless you're a Steelers or Broncos fan or a Rams and Cardinals fan, you're watching this game at 4 o'clock. I'm not watching this game.
You got to watch it. At least poke back and forth.
No, I watch Steeler game.
Yeah.
I don't give a
commercial.
shit. No,
look, there's starting Rams out.
Care less.
Sheesh.
Care less about this game. So the Cincinnati Bengals.
3 starting linemen out.
Head to Burrowhead, Kansas City.
That's tough, Spoken.
Chiefs are favored.
Spoken asks if any team goes undefeated this year.
No.
No.
Ooh, these are melty.
Little softy.
Let's have a little Snickers bar.
You just-
Bengals and Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 6. What you got?
We picked.
Give me something to watch.
We picked Bengals for a must. That was a win last week, like a lock win. You know what I mean? We picked, and I'd say everybody, but Neil probably did pick Cincinnati to win. Man, I don't feel like Cincinnati has a chance this week.
You don't have a chance?
I don't think Cincinnati. I just feel like the contract controversy. I just feel like is Joey's hand really a concern? The run game isn't. I mean, you let go of your guy, he goes balls out.
149 yards last week, Joe Mixon.
I just feel like Kansas City's going in the wrong direction. I mean, your number 2 wide receivers out. I mean, how good is this offensive line? I am not sold as I was on the Cincinnati last week coming in. And it was week 1. These guys still got to get ready to play playoff games. You know, I mean, this isn't near opening the book on a chapter yet, but I just feel like Chiefs is hot right now. You know what I mean? They come out blazing, shooting like a cannon. And it might be a bad time to be hot, but Kansas City's hot right now, and I feel like this is a statement game for Kansas City.
Statement game.
Yep.
Neil? What do you think?
I'm not sure how much of a statement it's going to be after beating a team lost to the Pats.
God, everybody's against Joe Burr.
I'm not against him. I'm just saying for the fact that as far as the statement game goes.
With the history of Bengals and Chiefs, intensity will be turned up. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. This is
already
fiery,
chirping,
man.
already chirping a little
chirping. The saying Xavier Worthy can't do nothing but run straight and fast.
Yeah, I mean, they can chirp all they want, but look at the personnel on each side of the ball. So,
man, I can't.
I'm saying the Chiefs. I'm not even the Bengals. I mean, of course, I like the Bengals. All right,
I like the Bengals.
That's
I
what I'm
like
saying.
Chase.
I can't pick against Patty. Here.
Is it T. Higgins is out?
Yes,
right?
he's out.
Man, that's tough.
I mean,
Pacheco running the ball for Kansas City.
Big day out of him.
Joe Shiesty owns Kansas City.
Anytime touchdown, Isaiah also. But,
I
Burrow,
feel
we're going to Burrowhead.
we're going to Burrowhead. Joe Burrow, everyone's shitting on him this week. Coming off an awful loss.
They asking Jamar Chase why didn't he get many catches?
6 balls.
yeah, 6 balls. You know what I mean?
Ain't bad.
He said, "Ask coach."
Ask the coach. There's a little trouble brewing in Cincinnati, but like I said last week, I think a lot of the Cincinnati Patriot loss, sorry, Neil, I think they were looking ahead. I think they're like, we can beat this team. This is the worst team in football. We can beat these guys. And next week we're going into Kansas City, game of the week. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes.
It's not going to get any easier for them either. But they're the ones that were comfortable going into the season with a Zach Moss led running back core. Yep.
Patty rolls.
Patty rolls.
Patty rolls.
How much?
Patty rolls.
10.
Patty rolls today. Probably 17.
Sheesh.
Tell me I don't look good in this.
I think you look better without your hat and that.
You think I look good like this? Just not a hat and just this wig?
No hat or wig.
Oh, no, I could never do that. Too much balding going on. Yeah, Patty rolls today. Cincinnati is done. They're done.
Spoken Hope says Chiefs by 3 today.
Chiefs by 3
touchdowns.
Chiefs by 20. Chiefs by 23 today. Chiefs roll this thing.
But being real though, it's like outside of the receiving core for Bengals, I mean, like I said, they were actually comfortable rolling with Moss going into the season.
Yeah.
So what are you scared of?
And Moss and Brown.
Yeah.
And T. Higgins is out. I mean, McDuffie going to try to lock down Chase.
Double him up. What are you worried about?
I picked Cincinnati to finish second in the North.
But these ain't division games. You know
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. But after last week, and if they go out and if Burrow plays bad today, which I don't actually think this is going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Burrow has a good game today. I think Jamar Chase has a good game. But Patty's going to win this game. Travis Kelce did nothing last week.
He don't need
and they
to.
still won.
He don't need to anymore. You know what I mean?
Rashee Rice, Pacheco going to pound the ball. Xavier Worthy might hit one over the top. Oh, Worthy's scoring.
Worthy's
today.
scoring.
Worthy's scoring today. You can't do nothing but run straight and fast. Worthy is getting into the end zone today. But I think the Bengals get a couple touchdowns. I think it's close. I think Kansas City wins by like 9.
I'm just anxious to see what injury will pop up after the game.
I think I look good like this. And it blends so well with my beard.
It does. It matches your beard.
It matches nice. Probably one of the best purchases. I'm getting me a T-Law one too.
You should.
Yeah. I'm getting that for Neil. So we're all on Kansas City today. Bengal fans should be very, very happy.
D&D football says, I think Bengals probably clean out the coaching staff after this year.
I don't know about that.
That may be a little hasty. But
listen, one thing we always do is we talked about this last week. Every time something starts back, and Taylor
will get there, Prowse.
Taylor's
Let's get some people in here.
Taylor's always. Oh, I forgot about the giveaway. I didn't even thought about that.
No. That's not what he's asking. He's asking for food of the day.
Oh, food of the day. Yeah, we'll get to that after we get to the games.
I like a lot of people getting in there with food of the day, so we know.
Yeah.
So we know.
Yeah, I think Kansas City wins, but everyone wants to fire their coach every time something starts to turn a little bit. They showed last week Taylor's awful in the first 2 games of his season in his career. He's like, I don't remember what it was, like 2-10 or something like that in the first 2 games.
They usually put Bengals in them in primetime games. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you look at the last like 3 or 4 years with Joey and them starting, I'm sure their games are probably pretty tough. You know what I mean? I'm sure that their first couple games are decent. The Chiefs no slouch. You know, this is a good team.
No, they're definitely no slouch. They've won back-to-back Super Bowls.
And Patriots can start 2-0 here. You know what I mean? It's
3-0 after next Thursday.
3-0 after next Thursday.
One thing that sucks that came out about Kansas City this week is Hollywood Brown, who they traded for in the offseason or signed. I don't remember if they traded or signed for him, but he's probably going to miss the whole regular season. That's disappointing. Because I said last week,
another weapon.
This is with Hollywood Brown, Hollywood, Xavier, and Rasheed Rice and Kelsey. This is the best receiving core that tighten up. We got to tighten up.
Tighten up, baby.
This is the best receiving core Patty's ever had, and now they won't have Hollywood all season until the playoffs.
Bearded Chicken says Fields throws 2 interceptions and a fumble.
You know what?
It's probably true.
Won't surprise me none. Won't surprise me none there. Mr. Turnover.
Water's wet, huh?
Water is wet and the sky is blue, and Justin Fields is going to turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over last week. I will give him the benefit of the doubt there. So we are all on the Chiefs.
All on the Chiefs today.
Kind of makes me worried a little bit, I ain't going to lie. That means bet the Bengals. We've been a lot.
I think Bengals are going to come out scrappy. I really do.
I think it's going to be a good
I just
game.
think they're going to wear them out. I think
they don't have the personnel. I just don't think they have the personnel for it.
T. Higgins is big for Cincinnati being out. Like Yosha Voss and Jermaine Burton, the kid they drafted. I think they're going to end up being good, but they're not T. Higgins.
And the other line couldn't hold back the Pats last week. The Chiefs are going to eat. Chris Jones will be all over them. So
I'll take my wig off my hat. It's hot. That wig is hot.
Anytime touchdown, Chris Jones.
That big pay nice. All right, moving on. Sunday night football.
Sunday night football.
Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Texans favored by 6.5. If you missed my bold hot take of the day, Caleb Williams throws over 100 passing yards tonight. First time in his career.
I like it.
Hot take.
Bear down, huh?
Hot
Bear
take.
down.
Do the Bears have a chance in this game?
No.
He'll immediately. No. Like, let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not sugarcoat it. Bears have no shot to win this game.
Nope.
Jeffrey Denny. Bears have no shot to win this game.
Nope. So they're going to win then.
Oh, man. I think they got a shot.
I don't think they have a shot.
I mean, they should have lost last week. Their offense did nothing. That defense is good, man.
That defense is good. I think that secondary is good. I really do.
Secondary loaded, man. Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson, they're dogs. I'm with you guys though. I don't think they got a chance to win tonight. I do think Caleb actually plays well tonight.
Go Diggs.
I think that I actually took the Tank Dell anytime touchdown this week. I actually took Joe Mixon anytime touchdown as well again. I don't think the Bears have a chance to win this game, but I didn't think the Bears had a chance if Caleb would have played good last week. This game, the Texans are my Super Bowl pick to win it all. I'm just Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson. They're going to be on Caleb's ass all night.
Yep.
I think the Texans offense I love the Bears defense, but the Texans are loaded across the board. Nico, Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz, Stephon Diggs, Mixon out of the backfield, Pierce. I just like what the Texans got. I think
What you're saying is they need more weapons.
They need more weapons, man. They need to upgrade the tight end position. Go from Dalton Schultz to, I don't know, go get George Kittle or somebody like that. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask this. The Rams already piled up with injuries. I actually kind of mentioned this. If the Rams would start be awful, would you look at trading Stafford?
Like 0-4.
I don't know when the trading.
1-6.
I don't know when the trading deadline is. I don't remember.
Like 1-6.
Yeah, if they're just say that. And let's say they're 1-6. They ain't got a chance to do anything, and everybody's hurt. Puka's still out. Your offensive line banged up. Stafford's running for his life.
Cooper gets banged.
Would you trade Matt Stafford? Would you do that?
If he wants that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what his clause is if he has one at all.
Yeah.
It's just theoreticals, I guess.
Obviously, it would have to be if Stafford wanted it.
If Stafford wanted it, absolutely. I think you do what's best for him. I think you reload a team. You try to rebuild. You know, you got some pieces. But then, then again, you're looking at, am I going to get a rookie? Am I going to get a rookie quarterback and trying to reload? And then it's like, well, Kupp's not young.
I really don't know how I want to word this because I don't know who the hell it would be. Let's say that the Las Vegas Raiders, let's say they're in it. They're but I don't. There's nobody else that doesn't have a quarterback that you could. Pittsburgh.
What about Miami?
Okay, let's do that. If Miami wins,
say Tua sits out the year.
That's a great one. I was going Raiders, but Miami's great. Let's say Miami done. Miami's in it. They win a couple games, but they're not good. But they're still within striking distance. Man, Stafford slinging it to
Tua.
I love Tua. I think Tua is a great quarterback. I really do.
Waddle,
I like Tua a lot.
I like him.
But Stafford slinging it to Tyreek and Waddle. I think that'd be. I just think there will be teams that would
Zodiac
be
says nobody would want Matt Stafford. I think that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
D&D says trade Stafford for what? You're not getting a first.
Matt Stafford. Well, no, you're not getting a first. But, why not get some picks?
A second?
I think you could realistically get something for him. Because Stafford is still. He don't have long left.
Realistically, say the Jets slip. They didn't look hot. You know what I mean? And Buffalo, what is Buffalo? We don't know. You know what I mean? With their offensive.
Yeah.
And Miami had a chance. Stafford could put that team to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So there's no way you wouldn't give up a second and a third or something for him, right? First is a lot.
I'm just looking around at teams in the league that could use a quarterback.
I just feel like at that point, I feel like you give up. If Miami's struggling, you know what I mean, and their quarterback plays awful and Tyreek's a bitching and Rams is down.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a big if the Rams start out horrible, which if they lose tonight, they're 0-2. And like I said, Puka's out 5-7. Offensive line, you already lost your starter and your tackle and your center. The Rams could be in some trouble. And the Rams have a lot of good young players. I'm just saying, possible. Possible.
Green Bay, if Love's injury is worse than expected.
Yeah, if Green Bay goes out and gets him, if Love ends up, if the Packers, but I think if the Packers stay in it, then Malik Willis is playing okay.
Yeah, playing well enough, I guess.
So I don't think.
But maybe because if Bears shit the bed and Detroit's the only good team in the division.
Yeah, but I think
that's what I'm just looking at.
I think there's going to be a lot of other good teams. I don't know. That was just something I thought about earlier. I just wonder what you guys thought. I could see Stafford being somebody.
Tank for Arch 2025. I like it.
I like it.
Stafford in a Miami would look yucky.
I think Stafford.
Miami will pick up Ryan Tannehill for reunion and amazing season.
Man, I don't know why everyone's so much on Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill.
He's a bum.
He's
not good.
He's not playing for a reason.
Exactly. Do you know Malik Willis and Ryan Tannehill were on the same team? Ryan Tannehill got cut. Ryan Tannehill, I get it. Everyone just wants to find it's like Andy Dalton. He's still in the league. I guess he's just a veteran. You could throw in Tannehill. I'd probably rather have Tannehill than I don't know. There's a lot of number 3s in the league.
Would you rather have
trash.
Tannehill or Malik, though, really?
Well, honestly, I'd rather have Malik.
Just because you don't know?
You don't know. And how many times Ryan Tannehill has won. Look how bad Ryan Tannehill was in Miami. And then he went to Tennessee, and he actually did play pretty well for a while. Sometimes people just need a different coach, change of scenery. And listen, the Packers, they got a lot of good weapons there. So maybe Malik Willis lights the world today on fire. Maybe he goes and throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
As a Broncos fan, I want the 3rd pick in the draft, and I want them to draft Travis Hunter.
That'd be a great pick. That'd be a damn good pick for them. But honestly, do you want him as a wide receiver or a corner?
Travis Hunter?
Yeah. No, the guy that just said that. Do you want him as a wide receiver or a corner?
Hey, Mr. Tate.
Because Hunter's not the number 1 wide receiver in the draft. Luther Burden from Missouri is.
Yeah.
So if you're drafting 3 and you want a receiver, you're not going to get Travis Hunter because you're going to get Luther Burden.
Corner and packages on offense.
See, I like that. See, me and that guy's on the same wavelength. I like that.
Hunter will be a Viking next year.
Who said that? Skull. So not only are the Vikings going to make the playoffs and they're going to win every damn game, but they're going to get Travis Hunter?
Trade.
Oh, Jesus, Adrian.
Hey, time out. How many times has Sam
Adrian,
Bradford...
get out of here.
How many times has Sam Bradford been traded for a first-round pick?
Get out of here, Adrian. Pick one, Adrian. Are you guys good?
Trade up. He said trade up.
Are you guys good or do you suck?
Trade up.
You ain't trading up.
Trade up.
Not for that anyway.
Justin Jefferson.
Adrian, just send me my $5 for today. Just get it over with, man. Just send it now.
I like it.
Niners roll. All right, moving on. Last game of the day. Our show went fast today.
But you're getting ready to get some fantasy. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, but no, it went fast today.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's probably about right on.
People are going to get some fantasy questions rolling in.
We're done a little before noon. That's good. All right, last game of the day.
A man can hope, bro.
You can hope. You can hope all you want. I hope that Russell Wilson woke up this morning and he feels like a grand champion of the world and he starts today. And
do you really want that?
Yes.
Though? Really?
I have
There's no way.
Listen, somebody asked me this the other day and I have no idea why on earth any Pittsburgh Steelers fan who watched last week's game wants Justin Fields to be our starting quarterback and not Russell. None. Not 1% of me. I personally wish Justin Fields would never take another snap for the Pittsburgh Steelers. True. I was excited when we signed Russell. Russell played solid last year. Russell, I think he can move the offense, and maybe I'll be totally wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But Justin Fields sure as hell didn't do nothing last week to make me say, yeah,
more the same.
Let's just hold Russ back. He didn't do anything. He did exactly what I said he's going to do. He's going to run the ball, and everyone's going, ooh, that's a nice run.
Fields wasn't a good fit for the Steelers. He was a good fit for the Vikings.
He ain't a good fit for anywhere. He's a good fit for the XFL. He's dog water. He can't throw. I do not understand. I know a lot of Steelers fans.
I just feel like he feels like the pocket closes too early. You know what I mean? Because his first instinct's just to run. Like
he's just not a very good accurate passer. He's just not a good passer.
But I mean, I feel like Fields isn't. Hurts isn't either.
He's got a good arm.
You know, Hurts isn't a very great football thrower either. But he will hang in the pocket until a play develops. You know what I mean?
And Fields ain't. Like I said,
Fields wants to run.
I know a lot of Steeler fans that are excited about this. I'm like, how are you excited after what we just watched?
But it seems like they're excited because of what you guys had in the past.
D&D says, seems strange that they're not playing Russ. No.
Well, he's hurt. He's got a calf injury, and I'm
the old line for the Steelers is hot garbage.
Some of it is. I think we don't have Sulmalo right now, and that's big.
Sebastian, thanks for likes, man. I appreciate you
guys. We don't have Sulmalo right now, and that's big. But I think Zach Frazier is going to be a dog at the center position we just drafted. I think the offensive line is progressing. But I don't understand the Fields. Like, everyone loves his flashy plays. Oh, he made a big run. Oh, yay. The guy can't throw. I'm ready for Russ. But Russ has a calf injury. That's why he's out.
Yep.
All right. Monday Night Football. I'm excited about this game. This is both of my running backs in my big league, Bijan versus Saquon.
I like it.
I'm excited about this.
Give Fields time in the pocket. He's going to make a play.
Yeah, sure.
He's a run.
Sure. He hasn't made many plays yet.
Option A, run. Option B, run. Run left. Option
run
C,
ball.
run right.
The only play that he had that was nice play was made by Pickens when he had the deep ball last week. And Pickens made a hell of a play on it.
Russ wanted to play last week and they didn't let him. And you think that he's healthy now? You would think that he's healthy now.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think they're being It's like McCaffrey. They said last week that Christian McCaffrey could play if this was a playoff game. I mean, these guys.
This is probably a playoff game for Russ.
It's like freaking Tua.
I mean, this is different.
You know, he's a football player. He wants to play.
This is a team that Russ probably wants.
Oh, I know. And this was the game that I really wanted Russ to play because Russ wanted to stick it to Denver. But these guys got to police the players because a lot of these guys would play every week if they're hurt. They don't care. They're football players. Sometimes you got to set them down. I mean, like I said, Shanahan said that if this was a playoff game, McCaffrey would play.
It's like, hey, he can play to be on the IR.
Yeah, now we're going to put him on IR because you got an injury, and we don't want you to, further your injury. Just chill. We'll see you in a month.
Save CMC. You need him in January, not September.
I totally agree.
Christian McCaffrey's on the IR. He's always hurt, bro. He's soft.
Played all year last year.
Patriots need to do good today versus Seattle.
Patriots going down by 20, unless you ask Neil. Go Pats.
For one, like calling CMC soft that's incorrect. That's like factually 100% wrong.
CMC played all year.
I mean, he's probably got.
He's not soft. He might get hurt, but he also touched the ball 30+ times a game. You know what I mean?
He's probably got top 5 touches in the last 4 years.
He's getting Henry Earl Campbell touches.
He's missed a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's getting like Eddie George touches. You know what I mean?
He touches the football. He gets plenty of reps.
He gets a lot of touches.
Falcons, Eagles. Eagles favored by 6 points. AJ Brown just popped up on the injury report. Questionable. That's a big loss if he don't play.
Man, I ain't really seen a lot on it. Like I
haven't either. It's like the McCaffrey thing. It just pops up out of nowhere.
You know what I mean? The hamstrings are bad. They linger, but I haven't seen a lot that he's not going to play Monday night, so he gets another day to rest and heal. Man, I'm nervous. Falcons. No one knows what Falcons are. Everyone's expecting a high explosive offense from the Falcons. I still think Kirk's battling injury. I think they rushed him back. I just feel like the Kirk last week, and I know Pittsburgh's got a good defense, but I just feel like the Kirk of last week was different. Like, you know what I mean? I seen a couple things on TikTok. His stance was different. You know what I mean? His foot placement. I said that on our recap last time. His foot placement different. The way he's taking the snaps, the handoffs, it's different. I don't know why. I mean, you don't change your stance after so many years in the league. You know what I mean? You don't unless you are battling an injury. And they said that the way you hand off and the way you reach and you stretch, that it could still bother those tendons. So if that's the case and he is still battling, he's going to have his hands full like he did last week. I feel like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis.
Jalen Carter break his leg. He did Jordan Love. He'll take that dirty shot and twist his leg, twist his knee. Yeah, I seen him twist.
He didn't. He pulled him together.
He had him leg and he twisted.
He pulled him together.
Jalen Carter's dirty. He's dirty.
I feel like they could have their hands full, but our secondary still questionable. I know everyone's jumping on the Philly train. Saquon had a great day. Bringing in Saquon's huge. It's kind of like a Christian.
I don't think anyone was off the Philly train.
It was like I mean, you lose all the games in a row at the end of last year. You fall to Tampa Bay in a playoffs. I mean, our defense is definitely questionable. You signed Devin White. Devin White didn't win the position.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that.
He didn't win the linebacker position. Nakobe Dean did. Zach Bond came in, played well. We'll see. Philly's defense still in question for me. That's my team. I think Philly wins this one. I think it's going to be a close game. I really do. I think this could be a close game. It's a nervous game for Philly fans. Hopefully another big day for Saquon. Anytime touchdown. Give me Smitty. Give me Smitty.
Neil, tell me something.
Give me the Falcons.
True.
Go Bijan. Go Pitts.
No thought, nothing. Just immediately. Give me the Falcons.
We had the Cowboys. We all had the Cowboys, Sebastian. We're going over the last game, then we'll go through recap. We'll take some questions. We'll go through some.
I
games
thought
and
Neil.
stuff.
I thought Neil was going to actually give me something, so I was eating a candy bar. No, he just hangs me out to dry.
I do believe Falcons will bounce back today. I'm not fully sold on the Eagles.
Tomorrow, Monday night.
I'm nervous.
Give me any time though for definitely Pitts.
Oh,
Pitts.
definite Pitts.
Definite.
Yeah, give me Pitts.
I am also with the Devontae Smith anytime touchdown. I'm
like
also
it.
with the Bijan anytime touchdown this week. I think this is going to be a good football game. I don't think Philly's defense is as good as Pittsburgh's.
No, definitely.
So I don't think that. I mean, I'm not saying Philly's defense isn't as bad.
It's not TJ Watt.
I just don't think they have as good as pass rush as obviously TJ, who does.
I don't think our 7's as good as your 7.
Yeah. I think Kirk does
I hope
bounce
so,
back.
Sebastian.
I think Kirk does bounce back and have a good game. The A.J. Brown does worry me a little bit if he's out. But, yeah, I think Saquon eats again. I think Saquon eats again.
I think that's a safe pick as far as picking Saquon.
I think Philly wins. It's a close
Bearded
one.
Chicken says Kirk goes all 350, 3 touchdown. Bijan catches 2. Birds upset the birds.
Man, I hope Bijan goes off like that. I need it.
Me too. Me too. I love Bijan's honestly one of my favorite players to watch in football. I love him. It's so nice to see that they're actually going to, which they did in week 1. I think Algier only had 5 snaps.
Yes.
And that's the way it should be. Algier was a solid running back when he played the year before when he was starting. But Bijan's a generational running back. He's like Saquon. Give him the ball. He's such a good pass catcher. Throw him the ball. He's like LaDainian and Tomlinson, man.
Some of these guys ain't probably haven't played in a pressure game like this at Philly at the Link on a Monday night. Could be crazy.
Well, Philadelphia has the worst fans in football.
Is what it is.
I mean, that's they're going to get batteries. They're going to get batteries thrown at them.
Steak sandwiches.
They're going to get bad steak sandwiches.
Right.
Man, it's on my bucket list. I don't give a shit about going to Philadelphia, but I just want a Philly cheesesteak from Philadelphia.
I want a cheese was.
I want a Philly cheesesteak from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's so bad, man. And everyone tells me, "Oh, they're so greasy. You'll shit your." Who cares?
Yeah, the more grease, the better.
Who cares, man? Look at me. Does it look like I'm afraid of grease?
Well, I mean, all fair food is, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and that's some of the best food.
I love fair food. It's all grease, but yeah, I want to go to Philadelphia.
I mean, if we want a
to go to
cheesesteak,
Pat's.
we got to go to the fair.
I want to go to Pat's. I want to go to Geno's. I want to sit down and I want to eat them both. And I want to tell you. And everyone says,
Dennis, Jamie, thanks for the likes, man. Appreciate you guys.
Drives me nuts. Also, when people says don't eat Geno's or Pat's because they're not as good as the other ones. Man, shut up. If I go to Philadelphia, I'm eating Geno's and I'm eating Pat's.
Right, the staples.
Because they're the 2 most famous ones. You know what? They're the 2 most famous ones for a reason. And it's not because they're bad. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to Philly and have a cheesesteak. On a good day.
True.
It's a long trip.
Long trip.
It's all right. So, Neil's on the Falcons.
I am on the Falcons.
We're both on the Eagles.
Hopefully, big day for Saquon.
I think Saquon scores again. I mean, Philadelphia's just give him the ball. Just give Saquon the ball, man. Just keep feeding him the ball. That's the way it should be.
I can't, even for like the Falcons, going on into after their expectations is going to be really tough.
It is.
There's a lot of teams that I thought could be good, and if they lose today, they're 0-2 or tomorrow, and that's the Falcons and the Bengals, the Rams.
Could you imagine the Falcons lose and Saints upset the Cowboys?
Saints 2-0.
Well, Bucks would probably. Bucks could be 2-0 after day 2.
Bucks could be 2-0. Packers could be 0-2.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that I picked in the playoffs. They could be 0-2. Now 0-2 obviously is not a.
No,
it's
you're
not
not
death
done.
sentence.
It's not the nail in your
it's
coffin.
just you better get some things figured out.
But it's big. It could be big.
If it's injuries, it's you're waiting, and you got to do what you can now. But if it's just the team isn't ready, you're gonna have to.
Jacksonville. I know you didn't have Jackson. Actually, I don't remember. Jacksonville could be.
I had Browns
0-2.
winning today.
Jacksonville could be 0-2 after today. Cleveland could be 0-2 after today. Well, one of them 2 teams is going to be 0-2 after today. And
who would have thought the Titans would be 0-2 after today?
Yeah.
The Panthers, man. I can't believe that.
I thought the Panthers would be 2-0 after today. All right, where you want to go? Anybody got any fantasy questions? You want to recap the games?
Oh, we can recap. I say we go into some food. Let's talk about some food.
You want food? What are you gonna eat today?
Some food that maybe some people's gonna make. Talk about it. We're gonna deep fry some mushrooms and stuff today. So
that's good.
We're gonna deep fry a little bit today. We're gonna deep fry some chicken, deep fry some mushrooms, and if Leroy comes back,
are they morels or what?
No, they're just store bought mushrooms.
Portobellos?
Yeah, just store bought mushrooms.
What are we eating today, boys and girls?
But if Leroy comes back, we're going to deep fry some fish. He's a big fish. He likes it.
Gross.
Fish deep fry.
I know when I'm leaving here, I am going to Michael's to get me a bubble.
Nice.
You know, I've never been a big bubble fan.
Oh, man, they're so good.
If you're ever in Jackson, Ohio, you got to get a bubble from Michael's Ice Cream. I don't like the marshmallow.
Dennis Church said spaghetti today.
I'm going to be honest.
Is spaghetti a football day?
You know what? I used to have this thing like you had to eat pizza or wings or something like that, and I've got away from that. Last week, I made a big roast with mashed potatoes. That's not football food. Today, you know what I'm having?
What?
Pork chops, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes. That ain't football food. But I've got away from that. I've got away from you got to have this on football days because I used to be strictly like a pizza guy. Pizza, football, wings, something like that.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm having pork chops.
I like wingies. You know what I mean? Wingies are always a good choice for
Wings are good, but
Wingies are always a good
I'm having
choice.
pork chops. Neil's having a bubble. I like them.
Sebastian said mac and cheese bites with tomato sauce.
Mac and cheese bites. I
like some mac and cheese bites.
bites. Good. Mac and cheese bites. Where did I just have the best mac and cheese bites I've ever had in my life?
You're saying it's not JR's anymore.
Oh, I love JR's. Mac and cheese bites. Best mac and cheese bites I've ever had in my life. I remember where it was at. I was in Tennessee. Jason Aldean's bar in Gatlinburg. Best macaroni and cheese bites I've ever eaten. The rest of the food is questionable that I've had there. But the macaroni and cheese bites, top tier. Top tier. So you want to run back through these games?
Yeah, we can. We can run back through these games. Prouse was wondering about our live. He said, I'm wondering if we have the genre wrong this week. And he said normally it says sports and fitness under your name. Today it says chat and interview.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Which I didn't change any of that. Like I don't
know.
See, it does say chat and interview right there.
That's weird. I don't know.
But I don't know how to.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to change or mess with that.
I have no idea.
Isaiah Likely or George Kittle today?
Kittle. I don't think Likely has a big game again like last week. I like Kittle.
Should I go up there and look at it?
I mean, you can.
Just in case.
You can.
I mean, because we ain't got a lot of people like popping in here asking fantasy questions. We usually have how many? Million.
Last week we had over like almost 4,000.
I don't know. Like the Likely's a little. I don't know. It's closer than you think. I think.
You want to hop off and go to it?
Oh, it don't matter. All right, we'll be back.
We ain't gonna leave off this.
No, we're not. You can hop off that. That's fine.
We're gonna try to.
We'll be back on TikTok.
We'll be back.
If you're on TikTok, we'll be back. We're gonna log off and log back on.
I think we should try it. What do you think?
Go ahead. Hell, show's over now. Why not? Show's over now, Bubby. Might as well give her a shot.
I just like to get some.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Well, I ain't gonna read back over these games. Sugar Sean, I was very surprised, which I'm not surprised because Marab's good, but I guess I'm kind of an O'Malley fan. I was really hoping that he would win last night.
It did say that. Fitness and sports. It did say that, though, on that. I don't know, maybe where was your phone and we never
Probably.
went through or something.
Probably.
But I don't know what would make the difference.
I don't know, my friend. Auburn commit rushes for 435 yards and 10 touchdowns. Loses the game 80-78. That's rough.
What was it?
An Auburn commit rush for 435 yards and 10 touchdowns and lost the game 80-78. That's rough. That's rough.
That would be rough, wouldn't it?
That's rough. All right, just going to read over the games. If you missed our picks today, this is rapid fire. We ain't going to dive into all of them because we already did that.
Unless someone wants something.
Unless somebody wants something. If you want us to talk about something, if you missed a game and you want us to go back over it, throw it out there. Raiders, Ravens. Ravens are favored by 8.5. We all on Baltimore, correct? Baltimore?
We are all on the Baltimore train.
We were all on the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry. I said Derrick Henry anytime touchdown today. You know what? I was wondering, why the hell we got anything from Ratchford yet today? How are we supposed to win money with rolling with Ratchford? As
he might have posted picks? On the. Remember last time he posted whenever we was live.
You're right. He sleeps in.
That's hard to do, isn't it?
I think he sleeps in on Sunday. Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, 1 hour ago he posted.
Okay, who's he got today? Let's give rolling with Ratchford's picks for the day for all of our gamblers. 49ers favored by 4. He's taking the Niners. He's taking the Chargers, who are favored by 4. He's taking the Jets. He's taking the Rams money line, and he's taking the Houston Texans. So that's our Ratchford's picks. Rams
30-16, 65% winning percentage.
30-16. Ratchford's has definitely been rolling this year.
Rolling with Ratchford.
So yeah, check that out. Browns and Jags. I don't remember Browns and Jags. I have the Jags.
Yeah, I do as well.
Neil has the Jags. Jeffrey has the Browns.
I picked the Browns to win.
All right. Anytime touchdown, I got Gabe Davis. You guys got anyone?
ETN.
ETN.
Yeah,
Neil.
I'm also
He's
Travis.
also ETN. I got a little something we'll do here in a minute. Jets. I don't want to talk about this game because it makes Neil angry.
Yeah, we don't want to bring this
Neil
up.
was mad for an hour and a half earlier because we had to talk about the Jets game. Neil does not like the Jets.
Thanks for the hearts, man. Appreciate you.
Jets favored by 4.
Yep, Ratchford did post. We just read him. We just read over.
Jets favored by 4 of the Titans. We all on the Jets?
Yep.
We're all on the Jets.
On the Jets train.
49ers and Vikings. We got a lot of Viking fans in here, and there was a few people that are just out of their minds.
Made some outlandish comments, yeah.
49ers roll. 49ers roll to me in this one. What do you think?
Well, Niners.
I think we're all in agreement.
We just feel like Niners, and like Neil was saying, Niners are fun to watch. They're a good team.
Niners are loaded.
They are complete. I feel like they're a complete team.
Niners are so loaded.
This guy said Cowboys and Saints. He's going with the Saints this week.
That's an upset.
That's
an upset, baby.
That's an upset. I like that. Neil was also, and were you on the Saints or no?
No. I said it's gonna be a close game.
All right, Chargers.
We're all on the Cowboys.
Chargers and Panthers. We're all on the Chargers.
All on Carolina today.
Fighting Jim Harbaugh. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. As a Herbert fan, I'm so excited that Jim Harbaugh's there.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh's such a good coach. And he's so, like, people say he's weird and quirky.
He is weird.
He's such a football man, man. He is a football man, and I am so happy Herbert has a coach. But we're all on the Chargers to roll Carolina Panthers today. Seattle Seahawks. Neil's saying his Patriots are moving to 2-0. You're saying Seahawks in a close one,
I'm
right?
rolling Seattle in a close one.
Seattle big for me. Seattle by like 17.
Sure.
No, I'm picking it.
Ramondre Stevenson.
DK and JSN both touchdowns today. Calling them both. Hell, they might even sprinkle in Lockett. They might all 3.
Zamir White first touchdown. Henry +2 today.
Gross. And Zamir White. He was so.
The question for you guys: would you play DK Metcalf against the Patriots or played Robinson against the Rams?
DK.
Guys, you're new to the page. Smash that follow for us. We're going to answer some fantasy questions as they come in.
DK.
Saints over Cowgirls. See, now people are coming in asking questions.
People were coming in and they're saying the Saints. We've had a lot of people say the Saints are beating the Cowboys.
Cowboys do not lose at home during the regular season until they start losing at home.
Jerry probably eating the blue chews before the day starts.
Jerry,
you know what I mean?
He had a egg muffin.
Yeah. Do you think he's on the yacht watching it, or do you think he's going to be here today?
Okay, this has nothing to do with football. Well, I mean, it kind of does.
DK or Moss?
DK.
Randy Moss. Randy Moss.
Santana.
I love Santana.
Yeah, me too.
Sonoris.
I'm taking DK. This has nothing to do with football. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Who do you think gets more ladies? Jerry Jones or Mark Davis?
Jerry.
You think? I mean, have you seen Mark Davis's?
His haircut is awful.
I know, but man,
he has to know also.
He has to know.
What do you guys think? Who gets more ladies? Jerry Jones.
Who gets more punani?
Mark Davis.
Jerry Jones, Mark Davis.
Have you
Put
seen
it in
Mark
chat.
Davis's woman?
He said Jerry. This guy said Jerry Jones.
He does it in the richest franchise.
hope
You
so.
seen Mark Davis's girlfriend?
I don't care.
Have you seen that haircut?
It's probably his aide or something.
No, it's his girlfriend.
Probably his nurse's aide.
She's like 26. She's
well,
hot.
I mean, the money makes. I'd pay to say he's my girlfriend too.
She does not care about his
What's up?
money.
What's up, fellas?
She does not care about his money. She loves him for him.
This guy's name's Neil too.
Man, you guys are all shitting on Jerry or Mark Davis. Mark Davis gets the ladies. All right, back to games.
Our boy Prowse put it in the chat. Who gets more ladies, Jerry Jones or Mark Davis?
Yeah, Mark Davis. I'm gonna go. I mean, Jerry gets them. Trust me.
Dennis Church said Jerry for sure. Who do you guys think is going to win the game and the Cowboys and Saints today?
That's one's next. Saints and Cowboys.
Vote in the poll, guys. Polls up there in the corner. Vote in it. Who gets more ladies?
Saints and Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 6.5.
Start 2. Gus, Singletary, Ridley.
Gus, Singletary.
You guys new to the page, smash that
Ridley.
follow for us, man.
Singletary and Ridley for me.
Guys, if you are new to the page, smash that follow. We'll answer some of these fantasy questions. Yo.
Saints and Cowboys.
B. Will just got out of church. He said, my bad. Church first.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to criticize
This
him for
Neil
that.
said Mark Davis easy.
See, I'm with Neil.
The haircut.
Neil, I'm with you. That haircut and that bank account.
And the town he lives in.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mark Davis.
Jerry definitely buys more.
Oh, Jerry buys more for sure. Mark Davis.
What about Robert Kraft?
Well, that's not a question.
He's like the legend. OG.
Mark Kraft or Bob Kraft is the one that showed Deshaun the spots.
Yeah.
He showed Deshaun the massage.
Kyler or
spots.
Anthony Richardson today?
Kyler.
But I think Richardson.
Pick one. Lazard, Watson, Samir White.
Lazard, Watson, or Zamir.
Yep.
It's tough, isn't it?
Jesus, that's rough. Zamir, probably. I'd probably go Zamir.
You guys are new to the page. Smash that follow.
And I don't like that either because I think the Ravens are going to hold Zamir down.
Yeah.
Trey McBride or George Kittle today?
Neil, we got McBride or Kittle.
I have Kittle.
Ooh.
I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go
I'm
McBride. I'm McBride on it. But I
Kittle's
love
just
Kittle.
a blocker, I feel like. I like Kittle, but man, he just blocks more. They don't use him enough.
You know, my sunglasses. I just got new glasses ordered. They should be here next week. That's going to be exciting next week. Sitting here being able to read, something happened up there.
Someone wants to know, are we talking about with or without money the guy's getting it?
Well, it don't matter.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Overall question.
Overall question,
Everybody's
who
really
gets more? I mean, yeah, it's not like they're neither one of them are hurting for money. Either one. I mean, it don't matter. Buys them. We know Bob Kraft buys the most. Jerry probably buys more than the Raiders, than Allen. Saints and Cowboys.
Should I start Pickens or Najee on my flex today?
I'd go Najee.
Yeah, I would too.
I think Pickens is going to have a hard day today. He's going to get the ball thrown at him, but Surtain did really well last week on DK, and so I don't know if Pickens has a big day today. I go Najee.
You guys new to the page, smash that follow, man.
I think Pittsburgh's going to run the ball a lot today.
James Conner or David Montgomery?
Give me Connor, but I love Montgomery too. Saints Cowboys. Are we on the Cowboys?
We
I don't
are
remember.
all on the Cowboy train.
Yes.
I don't remember. We're just going back over all of our picks from today. If you missed the
You guys
show,
new to the page, smash that follow.
New York Football Giants and Washington dog water game of the day. Other than our main man Neil Crabtree. Neil, he says Washington.
Yeah, WFT takes it.
Washington football team. Me and Jeffrey both on the Giants. You're on the Giants.
I am on the
How does it make you feel saying that?
Giants.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Washington wins. I am.
I don't know why.
I just want to see Jaden do good. You know what I mean? I like Scary Terry.
That's kind of how I feel about Danny. I want Danny to do good.
You tired of him getting shit on?
I'm tired of Danny getting shit on, man. I want Daniel Jones to just dominate today. I hope Daniel Jones throws 4 touchdown passes today. Malik Neighbors catches 3 of them.
True.
Bucks Lions, in my opinion, probably the game of the day.
Probably.
I think this is game of the day.
Good Bucks.
Neil's on the Bucks. Me and Jeffrey both on Lions.
We took the Lions. Me and Dad took the Lions.
I think this is game of the day.
Neil's think Baker's going to bake today.
Yep.
Baker, the touchdown maker. I think he throws another 1 or 2
I think what?
today.
He had 4 last week, wasn't it?
4
Yeah.
touchdown
Leading
passes
the
last
league?
week. But
Dang.
yeah, I think he has a good game. I think this is a high scoring game.
What's your opinion on Tua? Does he consider retirement?
We talked about this earlier. He has to consider it.
Yeah.
I don't think he will. I think that he will end up playing. I think that he'll be out for a while, but he's a football player, and I think it's going to be hard for him to hang it up. Neil, you say he retires, right?
Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones?
Oh my God. If I have to start Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones,
Give me Jones.
I am starting
Darnold's scary
Daniel.
versus 49ers.
I am starting Daniel Jones. Washington's secondary
the Hogs
is not good. Darnold's playing the 49ers. Now, Darnold played really well last week, but
It's not the Niners.
This ain't the Giants secondary from last
Tua
week.
said he's not going to retire. He did. It's early, though. I mean,
It's early.
Still,
I don't think he's going to quit. Like I said, he played all last season and had no issues. So I don't think he'll retire. I think they'll put him on IR. I think he'll
over
miss.
under, who gets more rushing yards? Danny Dimes, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But, I mean, Vanilla Vic is
Zodiac.
sneaky.
Zodiac says a lot of snakes in the grass today.
Just get ready to cash out that 5, Zodiac.
Washington over New York, someone said.
Yep.
I got the Giants.
I got the Giants.
We got the Giants. Neil's got Washington. It's the Darkwater game of the day.
New to
Presented to
following
you
the
by
page,
Eckridge.
but I love it. Y'all do a great job. Hey, we appreciate it.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
We're live every morning, every Sunday morning. Eventually, we're going to be live every day. Eventually, when you guys like and follow and share enough that we can pay our
Every morning,
bills
we'll just be
from
here.
this, we will be here every morning. Now, wouldn't that be the life?
It would be.
Just to sit here and talk sports every day. Wouldn't that be the life, Neil?
Talk to
It definitely would be.
I know.
Better
Sure
go
as-
to the old General Mills.
I
huh?
know it sure as hell beats making frozen pizzas for a living. That sure as hell.
I think we can make like cool shirt slogans.
Yeah, feel the Neil.
Feel the Neil.
Feel the Neil. Feel the Neil is going to hit the market. I love it.
Then I think maybe with a guy with gray sweatpants on, a big bulge. Feel the
Dumbledore.
Neil.
Dumbledore. I like that. That's a good one. I like that.
Feel the Neil.
I like that a lot. Colts Packers. This one was so hard for me. I'm going with the upset. I'm going Malik Willis and the Green Bay Packers today.
I don't know how that's an upset though.
Well, Colts are favored.
should
they are
be.
favored.
I think it should be a split.
I think it should be even as well, but it's not. Colts are favored.
I'm the only one that
Packers 0-1.
took the Colt train.
Yeah.
So.
Go
I think
Packers.
this is going to be a good game.
We
I
all
really
picked the
do. It's gonna
boys,
be
Todd.
close. We all picked the
boys.
Cowboys. Steelers, Broncos.
A lot of Saints fans in here though. Hey Todd, Prouse is our moderator. He helps a lot, man.
Steelers, Broncos.
Heisman Malik.
We are all on the Steelers, but this one scares me. It's that Mike Tomlin trap game. Let's play down to our
Trap house,
competition
baby.
and get upset. But I got the Steelers. I think the Steelers
Here
win
we go,
by like
Steelers. Here we go.
2 possessions.
Renegades playing, boys.
We had to. Everyone picked Steelers today.
We're in Denver. We're at Mile High. Boswell might boot an 80-yarder in Mile High. He might.
Could be MVP times 2 today.
Might if Boswell. He was my dog of the week.
He was.
Chris Boswell was my dog of the week.
TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year.
I called that at the beginning of the season, but hell, he should be every. He should
gonna
be.
say he's also
he should
favorite
be
every-
every damn year, and he gets screwed out of it every year. Rams, Cardinals. I don't remember. We're all on the Cardinals.
I
We
believe
all
so.
took the Cardinals.
We're all on the Cardinals today. Game of the week, probably in everyone's mind. Bengals at Chiefs.
Start
We're
2.
all-
Gibbs, Kyron Henry.
Gibbs, Kyron Henry. I actually have anytime touchdowns on all 3 of those. Give me Kyron and Gibbs. Leave Derrick Henry out.
I
Yep.
agree.
Give me Gibbs.
Derrick Henry dying in Baltimore.
But yeah, I have all anytime touchdowns on all 3 of them.
Zodiac says breaking news: CMC can be out for 6 weeks.
He got put on IR yesterday, so
Yeah.
he's at least out for 4.
At least 4.
Yeah,
So that'd be a total of 5.
I'm going to be honest.
You keep winning, keep setting.
Romo Dunze likely to play tonight for the.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter. We're all in
down.
Kansas City.
To get that 120 yards, you need that Ramadan day.
Hey, hot take of the day. Caleb Williams breaks 100 passing yards tonight. Bear down. First time in his career. We're all in Kansas City. Then that Sunday night, we are all on the Houston Texans to defeat the Chicago Bears. And Neil, Monday Night Football, he's on the Falcons. He says Kirko Chains bounces back for Travis Carr's Falcons, and me and Jeffrey are picking the Eagles.
We're all with Philly.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be another good. Listen, I don't care if these games are awful. It's always a good Sunday of football. I love it. I'm going to go home. I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm going to put my feet up, and I'm going to relax, and I'm going to watch football for 12 hours. And then I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have to be tired.
Do I start Mahomes or Herbert?
Mahomes.
Yeah.
I love Justin Herbert, but like you seen it last week, he didn't throw a lot, and that's what we're going to have from. Like he'll have games where he's going to throw big touchdown passes amounts, but it's mostly going to be that running game. Jim's going to have him running the ball, playing defense. And hey, when I need it, I have an outstanding quarterback that can throw the ball.
Yeah.
I think it's just a match made in heaven. I'm so excited. As a Herbert supporter, I love me some Harbaugh. Real excited. That was good. What's that dude's name? He had cancer last year for the Raiders. Came back, scored a touchdown last week for the Saints. Tight end.
Monroe or
I can't think of his damn name. God, that makes me angry. I hate when I can't think of names. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, man. I got Alzheimer's stepping in like my stepdad. Just old. I'm going to be right beside him for too long. Not knowing shit. All right, anybody got any more fantasy questions popping in? We got anything else you guys want to talk about? Yet. Anything anyone wants to throw out there before we end this thing? Neil, you got anything?
Any wrestling talk? Any AEW guys?
Oh, there is AEW wrestling before the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah,
that's a little poke to get
live,
Trevor ready, right?
Live at the stadium, live from Trevor Bank Stadium.
Trevor Bank Stadium today
in Jacksonville. Pretty excited about it.
Steelers 2-0 today.
Steelers 2-0. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. I honestly I don't like Fields. Obviously, you know I don't like Justin Fields.
Breaking news, huh?
Nothing would excite me more than the Justin Fields to go out and throw for 300 yards today and run for 100 and just dominate.
Then would he be
the only bad thing though is then he's the starter next week. That's the only thing with this. Like if Fields would have played good last week and we would have won, then I would have had no problem this week with him being the starter.
Yeah.
But if he goes out again this week, like last week, and the offense is stagnant and doesn't do anything, and we end up, we kicked 6 field goals last week and won. That's unacceptable. If he does that again, if Russ is ready next week's going to be hard for me. You know what next week is?
What's next week?
Chargers, Steelers.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Do you know what I'm going to go through
Steelers?
next week? My main man, Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert in Pittsburgh. I really honestly thought about going to that game. I looked at tickets. They're ridiculous. That's why I don't go to NFL games. They're ridiculous.
They're so high.
They're so ridiculous.
Takes your whole day up.
But that's what it's like. Then I can't do my show. Then I can't watch all the other games. But man, Herbie and Harbaugh at Pittsburgh next week. I'm excited about that. It's gonna be a good one. Steelers gonna roll though. I can't say that. I gotta wait till next week to make my pick. I don't know. You got anything else?
I did not.
You got anything else, Jeffro?
Do y'all talk college ball too?
We talked a little bit of
Worthy or Rice today.
I would take Rice.
Yeah, me too.
I think Rice is safe, man. Rice is safe. He's going to catch 6-7 passes. We talked college football as well. We did a little bit earlier.
Arch Manning, top 5 pick.
Yeah, we were talking about Arch earlier. This week wasn't very good in college. There wasn't a lot of big games, and everything was a blowout other than Georgia's 1-point win.
Rice needs first touchdown
over Kentucky, but Tennessee to me looks real. Miami looks real. Texas.
What about Mizzou?
Texas has. They almost went down.
I know.
Yeah,
I thought Mizzou was a pretty good team, and they was struggling.
But Texas might have 2 top 10 quarterbacks.
Do you think Georgia stays number 1?
Yes. I do think Georgia stays number 1. But
Arch is my favorite quarterback in college.
Dude, Arch has got swag.
And he's barely played.
He's got swag.
Give me a Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown today.
I have that as well. I have a Garrett Wilson. I have a lot of bets today. I had a really good, successful weekend last week of betting. So this week I went double.
So you kind of turned it up a little bit.
I went hard. I hit
Texas is the team to beat, in my opinion.
I was a little sweating last night because I had Texas covering the spread, which was, I think it was 35.
Yeah, as an absurd amount.
35.5. I had Texas, Ole Miss, and Miami. I had Texas, Miami, and Ole Miss all covering the spread. And that Texas was like 42-7. And I'm like, oh, come on, I need one more. And I ended up hitting on that one too. So yeah, the betting has been very nice so far. I did lose my UFC bet last night. I lost everything. The only fight I won was that Lopez guy. That was it. That was the only fight I won.
UFC's hard to pick though.
It is.
To me,
it is. It's hard. Plus, I really like Sugar Sean. I was hoping he would win. He's very flamboyant. He's a lot like Conor McGregor. I like the brash.
Zodiac says, "Din tick pick. Thank me later."
What?
a tick pick. I don't know.
Did you meant to say the other?
Yeah.
D instead
Maybe.
of T? I mean, I can send you
Go
one.
into,
either one of them.
Go into a bar in Pittsburgh
Here we go.
and all out Broncos gear for the game. Prayers up.
You know what? Honestly, I've heard that Pittsburgh fans are not bad. I've never went to a Steeler game, but I've heard that Steeler fans are not bad. I've heard Cincinnati fans are some of the worst fans to the opposing fans. But I don't know.
B. Will said he won $54 last night.
Nice.
Some guy said Sugar lost with a question mark.
Yep, Sugar lost decision. Marab
Did you
is the
see
new
Tennessee
champion. Shevchenko also
did you
beat
see
Grassa.
Tennessee onside kick with 30 up in the first quarter?
I love it. I like. We never talked about that. How do you feel about the onside kick thing where you can't go for it early in the game now? That's like a new rule. You have to let them know that you're going to attempt an onside kick.
How does that make any sense?
I hate that.
I'm not a fan of it.
That's so dumb, man.
Any of you guys Steelers fans?
Never leave home without it. Boom!
Everyone is pretty friendly in Pittsburgh. I'm sarcastic enough to make laugh and get by.
Yeah. And like I've only been to Pittsburgh a couple times, but everyone seemed polite. Everyone seemed nice.
B. Will said he hates the onside kick.
I think it's so dumb. B. Will, how
Todd
you feel
said,
about our
"Hell yeah,
Irish?
Here we go.
How you feel about our Irish, B. Will? Came back, awful
rolled.
game last week. Irish rolled like 66-7.
They score all the points in one game. That's it. They've exhausted.
Done for 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying about the Irish. Like everyone was so down on them after they got beat last week, but they can still make the playoffs.
still
It don't
make
matter if they
playoffs.
got beat by a nobody. They can still make the playoffs.
Jones or Singletary?
Jones or Singletary? Who's Jones?
Aaron?
Aaron Jones. I really like Aaron Jones.
True, first 49ers.
Yeah, but he's going to get the.
Somebody's gonna do something.
I just went black. What happened up there?
I just want to.
Power probably.
I just want to keep winning. UFC will be tough.
That's weird. Oh, yeah, and we got some big games coming up in college next week. Tennessee and Oklahoma. Are you serious?
And it's 45% was gonna make it.
Wow. And you're 45 definitely wasn't going to make it. Well, good. That's all right. We're about done anyway. We're about done. My phone's about dead, so we're about done anyway.
5%.
It's a 5?
Yeah.
All right, we're about done.
2 hours almost on this thing, though.
Almost 3. 2.5. 2.5 right now.
That's a long time.
All right. Anything? Last thing, you guys got anything? Because we're about to die on TikTok. The phone is about dead. Why didn't we have a charger? Because
You have to plug the mic.
I need a little splitter. That's what I need. Anything today? Anything you're watching? One thing. Anything.
Like game wise or just anything?
Players, story wise,
Anthony
anything. Anthony, I like that.
Anthony Rich.
I like that. Neil, you got anything?
I'm watching the bad Pats game.
But he's.
I've been going between that and the Bucks game.
His Pats go 2-0.
It's the most hopeful I've been in 3 years. So
Zodiac said, "Dan, get the Cash App ready."
My one thing that I'm going to tune in, that I'm excited, that I want to see today,
Prowl said Jaden.
and I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to keep up with it. Burrow and the wrist. If Burrow comes out today and shits the bed, and they don't look good, and they look like stagnant like they did against New England, then Cincinnati's worried.
Well,
They're
you
worried.
didn't pay nobody yet, so
They're worried. Then you go.
bring in the backup, boys.
They ain't gonna pay 4 years. They offered him 4 years for $140 million.
Turn it down allegedly.
Turn it down. That's crazy. All right, boys and girls, that is it. We will be back probably. I don't know. I'm off Monday and Tuesday.
it's been one of them days.
We'll be back one of them days and do a recap show over this week. And as always, next Sunday morning, we will be here.
9 o'clock.
See ya. Enjoy the football day. See you guys.
Should be a good day of football.
And girls.